The tilt is real.
Tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real.
Welcome in to the Sunday Tilt with your hosts, the FF chef himself, Juan Carlos Pena, and John JAWN Swanson.
It is Sunday, my dudes.
This is when the tilt is real. This is when the tilt is real. Welcome into the Sunday Tilt week 3, baby. Oh man, great games last week.
Oof.
We turned around and we saw a great game on Thursday night.
Yep.
We thought it was going to be like a bunch of field goals, but it turned
No,
out
it was all right.
there was some field goals in there, but a lot more offense than
Sure.
we expected, and I was delighted to see that. Join with me this morning, as always, at the chef's table, Mr. Juan Carlos Pena at FF One of a Kind, and from the depths of somewhere
where?
in New Jersey, Mr. John JAWN Swanson. What's going on, bud? How are you this morning?
It is Sunday, my dudes.
Love
Let's
that.
Yes.
Go. Feels real. Feels
Hey,
so
when he
good
said that,
saying
when he said that, it reminded me deep in the backwoods of dirty Jersey. That's that Fuji's from back in the day. We're going
Fuji.
old rap references today.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yes,
I
sir.
love it. I love it. Well, we got a lot going on today.
Oof, early.
Tilt
The chat is
squad.
already lit. I love
Yeah,
it. The
the
Tilt
chat's
Squad.
blowing
Get
up.
it.
There's a lot of questionable game time decisions today. There's some key injuries to keep an eye on. So we will keep you updated. We will also, I believe, be keeping you updated with some of the weather, Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Local weatherman Joe Martucci from the Atlantic
Tooch.
City Press. And I think he is affiliated with a couple other weather networks in New Jersey. He reached out, said, "Hey, would you mind, putting me out there on the weather for the yard? Do you have any use for weather?" I said, "Of course we do."
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially after that Bears monsoon.
After the
game.
monsoon. Yes, sir.
I said, "Yeah, that would be great." I always reach out to Joe for my weather
Yep.
to build my sheet for you guys on Sunday mornings. But you know what? We have a special treat for you. Let's answer some questions, and
Yeah,
then we'll get
tilt
into
to that a
some
little
weather.
later on. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as we
Let's
hit one of
tease
those
that.
games, we can go for it.
All right, let's jump right into it. I'm seeing everybody: Monier, Zach, Justin, Delusional Tanner, Big
Tilt
Greens,
Squad.
Lucius. Let's go. Here we go. I'm going to jump in. First one, Monier. Happy week 3, bub. Happy PPR.
Oh, we're going right in it.
Juju or Elijah Moore.
That's a tough one.
I
I like every little bit of that Lions Vikings game I can get. You know what I mean? So I'm an early reaction, knee jerk reaction. I lean Thielen because I think he might get a little bit of work this week. And that Kansas City thing scares the crap out of me. I don't know if it's Sky Moore. I don't know if it's Juju. I don't know if it's MVS. Like I don't know who's doing what
You
there.
don't know who's going
Right?
to do anything in Kansas
All you know is
City, and
Kelce.
that's the whole thing. I mean, if we
Yeah.
look at anything, Juju does have a decent matchup against Kenny Moore this week for Indy.
Little overrated that Kenny Moore, huh? He made a little bit of noise as a good like nickel corner for a while, but lately he's been exposed. He's turning into Mike Hilton real quick.
He's sitting in the slot. And he's just going to get eaten up.
Yeah, he's
And the
he's
only
turning into
problem
Mike
with
Hilton.
that is if you shoot for the slot receiver for the Chiefs, then you have to deal with Kelce taking all the stuff over the top too.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say Elijah Moore here.
With the
But
new Joe Flacco, 300 yards every week.
Yeah, but
Oh my gosh.
he will be covered by Chidobe Awuzie from the Jets. Oh, sorry, from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
And that may be bad. I do love Garrett Wilson in this game.
Yeah.
Talked about Mike
I
Hilton.
love him in every
Talking
game.
about Mike Hilton.
Turning
Yeah,
into
Garrett
Mike Hilton.
Wilson.
He's so
Um,
good.
But
I'm gonna
it's
go
a tough
Juju here.
tilt.
This is a tough
I'm
tilt.
going Juju here.
Yeah, you guys want to go Juju?
I think the best matchup on the field.
Is that the safest play? Is that what we've turned into where Thielen isn't the floor guy anymore? Like that's it for him?
Yeah.
Thielen seems to be like the garbage time guy, if anything. Like we saw last week when they were down, like they were just trying to make that last run against the Eagles, and they were just hyper targeting Thielen because they were just leaving him alone. They were just trying
Well,
to.
you couldn't throw it to Slay anymore, could you? You know what I
Right.
mean? The Slay had more catches. He had more catches than Jefferson.
I know.
At least
Juju
in
was
the
on the
single
field.
matchup.
Juju was on the field last week for 74% of the snaps. It's
like
a
that.
50.5 point over under, so there's definitely some points to be had in this game. And the Colts so far through 2 games are giving up 25.7, just about 26 points to the wide receiver position. I know it's spread around a bit, but between like Juju, MVS, and Hardman, if we're gonna just say those 3, I'm gonna take Juju.
I'm gonna go Juju here, and don't expect anything big.
No, I was going to say my expectations will be really low. I have them going in our League of Record Dynasty. I'm obviously wearing the Mahomes. Like I'm with it. Yeah, it's between Juju or Thielen, real close, and I'll go with you guys so we can go on a unanimous tilt and take Juju over the
All
other
right,
two.
cool.
Yeah, I think
Sounds
it's a
good.
big Justin
Man, we're starting off
Jefferson
with a
game.
good tilt already. Thank
Big
you,
Justin
like
Jefferson.
that.
game.
Jeez.
Good morning, Zach.
Morning, Zach. What's going on? Good morning,
My
Justin.
mans and them. Zach. Tilt
All
squad.
right, Justin's got A-Rob versus the Cards or Dylan versus the Bucks.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, I think I do like A-Rob here.
They are in the bottom 3 in points given up. The Cardinals are against quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. Like they're just leaking like a sieve right now. They're gonna like this is an A-Rob bounce back game. Why you drafted him game? If it don't happen today, like then we can start to panic on A-Rob because I feel like this is a game for him. And that Bucks, I know that they only have Vita Vea, so Akeem Hicks is probably not going to play as a DT. So there's maybe a little bit more room to run. But I'm scared of like a year ago when the Packers and the Bucks played, like they shut Aaron Jones down. Like they did absolutely nothing. The Bucks defense is for real against the run, and I'm gonna go A-Rob here.
I had my reserves against Dylan this week as well. We know it's going to be an Aaron Jones game. We do have some receivers coming back this week, but a lot of them didn't practice, which makes me nervous as well. Allen Lazard, Watson, very limited in practice.
Yeah.
Could be a Romeo Dobbs game.
Yeah, I like Dobbs this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me A-Rob for the certainty up against a crappy defense
Right.
like the Cardinals.
And you saw them hyper target him last week to start the game. Like they made it a focal point of the offense. Like let's get A-Rob involved after week 1.
I think that was a little bit of squeaky wheel from the media.
For sure.
McVay did say he wanted to get him more involved.
For sure.
It's a new offense for him. And you know what? He showed up and he got a touchdown last week. So I'll go for it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 for 53 and 1. That'll do it.
Yeah, as long
That'll
as he
make
got
you
that
feel
one.
good.
Like you got saved by the touchdown. Otherwise, you had 9 points, but still 9 is more than I would expect for Dylan. I
Definitely
don't
a
expect him
flex
to get
play. I wouldn't rely on him as a wide receiver too, just yet.
for sure. But then you saw like Mac Hollins had, put up good numbers last week against Arizona. Like Arizona's just not doing well. Like Mac Hollins, bro. Like he was on the Dolphins. He was like on the practice squad, barely
He's a
played.
sleeper this week.
Yeah, he was an Eagle. Wasn't he an Eagle
Yeah.
originally? Right.
Matt
And he was
Collins.
Dolphins.
He's like skinny Darren Waller. I think Carr is
Yeah.
confused, right? He's like Slim Waller, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna throw it to this guy. But yeah, I like
That's
A-Rob to
funny,
get
Slim Waller.
opportunities this week.
Me too. I want to jump to this quarterback one from Justin as well, too. So in a super flex league, Brady, Daniel Jones, Joe Flacco start one in
I
super
can't
flex.
believe this is one of these questions. Like
I
last
know.
week, I got pie in the eye. Guys, I'll take it on the chin. I was wrong about Joe Flacco. I did not see 300 yards and 4 touchdowns coming. Not in anybody's universe or world
neither
did
did
I
Joe
see that as
Flacco.
a possibility. I thought Cleveland's defense was better. I can't believe I was that wrong. And we're asking these type of questions now. It's week 3. Nothing stops the NFL. Like, what are we doing? Like, really, Brady? We're asking questions about Brady and Joe Flacco. Like, where are we?
What year is it?
I'm going
just
Joe
gonna jump out
Flacco.
of, I think I'm going Flacco here, man. I said it
I'm
last
going
week
Flacco.
on the
Unbelievable.
show. I asked if we were afraid of Brady. I'm starting to get afraid of Brady. I just don't like what I see. I also don't like how his
doesn't have-
entire receiving core is just, they're all banged up. Fournette's
Yeah.
banged up, Gage is banged up, Jones is banged up, Evans is suspended. I mean, it just doesn't look good for me. I really don't want any piece of Daniel Jones against on that Monday night game. Yeah, I think it's Joe
And we'll,
Flacco.
we'll
here,
get
man.
to the
Like,
weather.
I
on
was
that
going to say, yeah,
game,
there's a little bit of
'cause-
weather news that's going
yeah,
to skew my
True, yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Otherwise, I might have really tried to push you guys on Danny Dimes. I really would have tried to push you guys on Danny
Of
Dimes.
course you would.
Well, because I love Danny Dimes. I love the rushing upside. Like, I'm just one of those people that thinks he's going to be okay. I like the offense. I like Dable. But, yeah, Martucci hit it out the park with that.
You know what? Since we're here and we're talking about the game, let's just throw it in there.
Do it.
Guys, this is the week 3 weather report from meteorologist Joe Martucci.
yes.
We have your fantasy football weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci at the Press of Atlantic City. Let's take a look at 5 games where weather will impact the day. We'll take you to Soldier Field for the Chicago Bears. last week was a monsoon. This week, not a monsoon, but it's going to be awfully windy here. We are talking about sustained winds 20 to 25 miles an hour with gusts in the 30s. Temperatures during the game will be in the 60s. We'll take you down south of Nashville. As we look at our game there, we are talking about strong winds there as well for the Titans game. Sustained winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts well into the 20s. We'll be talking about temperatures in the 80s. We'll take you down to the Sunshine State where there will be sunshine and there will also be storms for the Tampa Bay Bucks game as well as the Miami Dolphins games. If you do see a thunderstorm, we could be talking about a pause on play for about 30 to 45 minutes here. So something to keep in mind as well. Otherwise, we are looking at, again, a partly sunny sky with temperatures well into the 80s. And then we'll take you to Monday Night Football over at MetLife Stadium for the New York Giants. We are talking about strong winds coming out of the west, 15 to 20 miles an hour sustained. Gusts will be in the upper 20s and temperatures will be in the 60s. For your fantasy football weather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci.
So that
Awesome.
right there,
good,
the
Tooch.
sustained winds of 20
Yeah.
miles per hour in
Thank you.
MetLife
Yeah.
Stadium on Monday. He doesn't have Wandale Robinson.
Yeah,
He doesn't have Kadarius Toney, who is doubtful.
doubtful.
He has Sterling Shepard. He has Kenny Galladay probably trying to get traded.
He needs something.
I think this is a dump down game for Daniel Jones, a very big Saquon Barkley game. There's rumors of Micah Parsons not playing in this game. That will definitely help the situation for the Giants offensive line.
Oh, for sure.
And so to go back to the tilt, I am definitely going to go Joe Flacco here. Brady hasn't done it. He doesn't have Mike Evans. He's dealing with a banged up Russell Gage. They went out and picked up Cole Beasley, who's learning the playbook this week. I don't think it's worth a shot on Brady. I think this is a run first, dump down game to Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette's a good pick this week.
Yeah. He's a good play.
Flacco. Give me Flacco trying to come back against
I was going to say, you feel like this is a shootout?
It
Yeah,
could be
you
more
feel
of a
like-
shootout. Cincinnati's been giving up a lot of points to the wide receivers. We saw what Garrett Wilson did last week. And we do have Elijah Moore, even though I downgraded him a little bit on the last tilt. But yeah, man, give me Flacco, who's shown confidence at least for one more week. Because what I heard this morning, reports are coming out that Wilson's going to be back week 4.
He sounded so disappointed. Like it sounded like his feelings were so hurt right there,
He
right?
sucks.
I don't think he sucks, Chef. I'm excited to see the
Joe
young fella.
Flacco's a better quarterback.
Nah, man.
He's a better pocket quarterback.
Yeah, that I'll give you.
And
that.
that's what the system needs. It needs-
he's
they
definitely
need
not a
pocket
mobile quarterback.
Yeah, he's never been that.
Yeah.
Even
The
when
Bengals
he
are
was
also going to
slinging it.
turn the ball
Wilson's
over too.
Every time Zach Wilson's a running quarterback, he gets sacked and gets injured. So
Right, except for that time he ran that long touchdown last year.
whoop-de-doo.
But we're gonna go Flacco here. Let's go shootout.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping that the Bengals get their stuff together this week, and this is when their offense kind of wakes up and they drop 30, 35 points, something like that, which will again make Flacco play the same way he played last week against Cleveland, where he's gonna have to come from behind and throw it all at the end, and we'll see. Maybe he gets his 300.
Yeah, Cincinnati turns the
300
ball
yards.
over a lot.
Two-
I'm seeing
Yeah.
it again. Seeing it happen again. All right, let's jump around here a little bit. Going down. Let's go to Delusional Tanner. Welcome in. Welcome back.
Welcome
Half point.
back.
I'm back.
We're gonna get a lot of AJ Dillon today, and I see one
Yes,
from
sir.
Kluge too. And we're gonna get let's do a double one here between Kluge as well.
Klug.
So half point PPR,
He's
AJ
in the
Dillon
building.
or James Conner for RB2. We starting mixing at 1, and Kluge had what a pleasure hearing Juan's sultry voice. He does have that beautiful
Thank
chocolatey
you,
velvet.
Kluge. You're making me blush, bruh.
half point
my man.
PPR. Dillon or Lazard, so the same game for that one right there. So we'll factor all these in.
Give
And
me
going
Dillon.
back up to
Is that injury concern, or is that just straight up like
That's
Carlton
game
Davis?
script.
Aired, yeah.
Yeah.
What you're hoping he falls in the end zone at this point, though, Chef? Right?
Pretty much.
Because
I think Aaron Jones takes the
majority of the work, right?
targets, but they pretty much split targets and carries last week.
Okay.
So I'm hoping AJ Dillon falls in the end zone. I'm
Yeah,
not
Jones was
waiting.
Jones was more productive, but they had the same opportunity.
I'm not
Pretty
waiting on
much.
James Conner. He was
Pretty
limited
much.
in practice all week. Did not have a full
Right, that's what I'm afraid
participation
of.
One day. He is a game time decision, and I believe it is a
to 4 o'clock.
4:25
It's
game.
4:05.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's a tough one.
that's something that I'm trying to stay away from.
Let's go. with him.
And you know what? Dillon's a viable replacement, especially in half point PPR when you're not really
Yeah, you're
concerned
right.
about the
You're
receptions.
right. And we're hoping he gets that touchdown. We're hoping he gets down near the goal line and he gets in, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm having the same tilt in my league too. I'm gonna go Dylan with that one as well. The only reason that Lazard really showed up for you last week was that he was targeted in the end zone and got in. He's 1 for 2 on his red zone targets, but I mean 2 for 13 and 1. I mean his day was saved by getting in the end zone. So for Kluge, I'm gonna lean Dylan for that one too.
Yeah, we're gonna go Dylan on both.
And,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
And Tanner, you should be good starting mixing this week for sure. So you got that
100%. That's
safety
a
net
really
right
good
there.
start this week. Yeah.
For sure.
If all things go right and Burrow keeps the ball away from the Jets defense and doesn't turn it over, I think that's a good start.
greens.
Big greens.
Hey, Greens. Welcome in, welcome back. Russell Gage, Rashad Perryman, or Bobby Trees.
Well, we just heard the wins are going to be in Tennessee a little tough. I don't love that offense at all. If anything, you know what though? Because he's the more explosive player in that same game, this might be the week we finally see Treylon Burks. Like this might be the week we finally see a little jet sweep action, bubble screen, like involvement, maybe a goal line touch here or there.
Matchup too.
I like it, right? So in that game, I would like that. And
Sorry,
I don't know.
Bobby Trees.
I don't know about the health of Russell Gage and Rashard Perriman. Perriman will play. I mean,
Perryman gets Jair Alexander on
You
the
don't want that.
outside. You don't really want that. Russell
No.
Gage gets Rasul Douglas.
you don't even want that.
You really don't want that. If you have another player,
I like that
perhaps,
game to be ugly. I think that game's like
Yeah,
23-17, 23-20.
it's like Greg Dortch on your waiver wire.
like the Dortch, baby.
Like the
We
Dortch.
talked
Yeah,
about him
Dortch,
last
bro.
week. He's killing it.
Yeah. would
Or
like
even
that.
Richie James. I would
I
take
like-
Richie James.
Okay. I don't mind that as far as opportunity
call.
to do something cool.
Yeah, he's gotten him and Shepard have gotten over 50% of the target share in that Giants offense. So
It's unbelievable. Yeah. You know what? This is a tough tilt because out of these three, if you had to pick one and I had to start one, I probably would go who I drafted and I probably go Bobby Trees just for,
just for the chance
Yeah.
that he actually gets
that he
a
has
couple more
Sure.
targets, a little bit more utilization.
maybe that squeaky wheel thing that happened. Because last year, remember, Robert Woods got off to a really slow start, even with Matt Stafford. It took
Correct.
him a little while, right? And then he blew
Yeah.
up and suddenly he had like 18 or 19 targets in a game. So maybe for that opportunity, I'd take Robert Woods, but I would try to pivot, like the chef said, and tilt and find something else somewhere. Man, I try to find Mac Hollins. Renfro's out.
That's another one right there.
So maybe in your league, Mac Hollins is available. I'll snatch him up and start him over these guys.
And you know what? Robert Woods,
Yeah.
I'll play Robert Woods. Out of these three,
Three.
I'm going to play Robert Woods.
Right.
That's what I was.
You know what?
Thank you. I was gonna pick.
He doesn't
say,
just
between
stay
the
to one
three.
side. He doesn't
Yeah.
stay true to the
Oh, no, he'll
right.
move around.
He'll move around.
Yeah.
And if he does get Nate Hobbs on the left
I was
side,
gonna say, even the Raiders,
against
they
Vegas,
don't
yeah.
scare me though. It doesn't matter
Rock
where he lines
Ya-Sin,
up.
he's not that good.
He's all right, but he's not great.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of noise every time he makes a tackle, but that doesn't mean he's a good corner.
All right. I
Don't
like
break,
it.
don't bust
Okay.
the stones.
Yeah.
Rock
Yeah.
Ya-Sin.
Ramon Greens, right? Michael Carter, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave would be stacking him with Miles Thomas or Greg Dortch.
I'm not doubling up on that, but Michael Thomas is an awesome start this week. I have no
I love
problem
Michael
starting Michael
Thomas
Thomas. Yeah.
for sure. Between these,
So I wouldn't do two receivers from the same game. I'm not expecting a shootout with Carolina. I don't think that game turns into a big shootout.
Give me Devontae Smith.
Yeah, let's go Devontae.
Okay. Yes.
I like
Great.
game two.
That too.
Yeah, I like the way he came
Mhm.
back against Minnesota and played a really good game. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll go with Devontae.
I do too. He's a legit threat out there. Like everyone thought that him being that AJ Brown being out there was just going to completely, eliminate Devontae Smith's value. But he is an
It took a
absolute threat out
couple.
there.
Like he's going to be the T. Higgins in that offense.
It's gonna take a little bit, but then
Yeah,
when,
for sure.
by the time you get down to it, like because AJ Brown's the more explosive player, you could have a situation where he is the T. Higgins and they have equal targets and equal opportunity because so much coverage is being drawn
I'm
to
just
AJ Brown.
hoping
So
that he doesn't turn into like a Michael Gallup situation
Nah, I
where
don't think
he
so.
gets outshined by AJ Brown each and every week.
no, I don't think that happens. I mean, AJ Brown's gonna have those blow up games and it's gonna be more explosive, but that 6 for 90, 6 for 85 type situation, 7 for 80. That feels like where
AJ Brown is
Devontae
definitely
Smith
going to
is gonna
draw
live.
coverage away.
100%.
Pull
And
the
against the
safety over
commies,
the
I'm not
top.
scared of their secondary either. And I think Jalen Hurts is playing out of his mind right now, and I want a piece of that offense.
True.
I
All
know
right.
you
I
take
like it.
True.
Well, yeah, well,
Well, you know, no rooting interest or anything.
No, not at all. John Nelson, welcome in, welcome back. Garrett
back.
Wilson, Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin needs one here.
Oh, see, this is another situation where you normally be
I
like,
know.
Terry McLaurin, but then there's Darius Slay exists.
All right.
Yep.
So last week I said Terry McScoring, and now this week it's Terry's not scoring.
They do. This
So
is scary in a different way. He is scaring
it's
everybody.
scary. Terry not scoring.
That man Slay came to play this
Allen
year,
Robinson was good, but you know what? Garrett Wilson, he's a startable asset right now, and he has the best matchup this week for the Jets. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
So over 12 targets. I mean, he's going to get his,
I think
he
so,
has the
too.
ability to do something with the ball.
You might have to be patient and wait for garbage time. It might be a lot of garbage time stuff happening, but
I'm down for Garrett Wilson. It's an easy pick for me.
wow, we're here now. Rookies in week
I guess
3
we
over
are.
Terry McLaurin. Yeah, I just don't want any part of Slay. I'm scared of Slay, so I would have gone with whoever you wanted to do, whatever you want to do, other than that one. Even though McLaurin's had a little bit of success against him, it hasn't been like he's been, absolutely terrible against, Slay. But you're not getting a blow up game unless there's a busted coverage or some kind of weird thing happens. I don't trust that at all. I'll go Garrett Wilson with the chef.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not saying board. I'm gonna jump around here, guys. So if we missed your question, we're definitely gonna get back up to it. I got
We'll
all
get
of them
back to all.
marked for sure. I'm gonna jump back up for a bigger one here for Zach. Zach says, boys, I'm down bad this week. I'm on Robbie Anderson, Chase Edmonds, Devontae Smith, Sterling Shepard. He needs 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. The Evans suspension and the Jacoby Myers knee is not helping him this week.
So you're definitely playing Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You can't bench him ever.
For sure. Absolutely.
The sun god.
I would definitely play Shepard and Devontae Smith. And then I guess I'm staying away from Chase Edmonds. Give me Robbie Anderson as a flex option.
No.
Nope.
I'm gonna push back on Robbie Anderson. Doesn't he
gonna
get
go
Marshawn
Chase.
Lattimore? I think Robbie Anderson gets Marshawn Lattimore. I think is finally when we open it up. Yeah, Mr. Swanson, Chase Edmonds. But I'll tell you why. It's not just the matchup and all that.
Nope. DJ Moore gets Marshawn.
Okay. All right. So maybe there's a chance for Robbie Anderson to hit a home run, but I still would take my chances with Edmonds and the usage. And that game's probably going to be a shootout. I haven't seen it, and I might be wrong, and I'm going to go out here on a limb. When your defense is missing both safeties, your middle linebacker, 2 starting defensive tackles, and both corners that were projected to start the season, you got to see holes there. And Edmonds is just waiting to crack. And you saw a little sliver of space last week, and he hit a hole and hit a nice little run towards the end of the game there to set up Miami for the win. I really like Chase Edmonds this week. So I would, instead of Robbie Anderson, I go Chase Edmonds.
I'm just nervous about his usage and the usage of Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, but I feel like we're coming from behind either way. We're going to have to try to keep up with that offense, and he's going to catch a few balls this week, and he's going to be able to hit a little holes on drop plays. Your 2 starting defensive tackles, your middle linebacker, 2 safeties, and both corners. I just feel like Miami's offense is going to be in a shootout today.
All right, so if you're saying that, so converting it to fantasy,
right?
So if you think you're down by a lot, Zach, like say you face Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper,
oh, then you might need a home run. Okay,
and if you need the home run,
okay.
the last situational flex pick would be Robbie Anderson. If not, it's Chase Edmonds for the floor.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. I think Chase Edmonds feels like a better floor for me. But if you want to hit a couple long home runs,
yeah.
If your league has long touchdown bonuses, I could see where Robbie Anderson hitting a home run for you would help out for sure.
Yeah, it's a really good way to put it. So I agree.
Yeah,
with
that's a good perspective.
Floor
to put
versus
it in,
the ceiling.
If I only need 12, 13, 15 points or whatever, then I'm going Chase Edmonds. If I want to hit a home run and I need a long shot, then I guess Robbie Anderson's my long shot.
And then his tight end question for that same league. He needs a tight end play out of these 3: Pitts, Conklin, or Everett. Do you just keep playing Pitts? Do you just keep doing it?
I'll keep bashing my head against the wall.
It's going to be a Pitts game
until I get a concussion. Yeah,
right.
It's going to be a Pitts game this week.
Don't be the person that puts Pitts on the bench.
Yeah, I have Pitts in a couple leagues.
You'd be crazier than Arthur Smith. Like, what is Arthur Smith doing? What are we
I like
doing?
Gerald Everett.
What are we
I
doing?
like Gerald Everett in this game.
Yeah.
Great matchup, and we know that Justin Herbert is dealing with the broken rib cartilage.
That scares me.
He may not pass the ball downfield a lot. Mike Williams has a bad coverage game. Keenan Allen is questionable still.
Yeah, still may not play.
And Everett we saw Everett last week take over some of those targets. Can stretch the field. He's a great tight end fill-in, but you can't bench Pitts.
I'm still not panicking.
You can't bench Pitts.
Not yet. it's too
no.
early. Like Arthur Smith's got to get his
Not up
stuff
against
together.
Seattle, where they just stink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I gotta play Pitts, and the squeaky wheel thing. Like if he hasn't been getting it, they're gonna make it a point. At some point, they're gonna use him the way that they're supposed to, and he's gonna have one of those blow up games. And you don't want to be the guy that
Yeah.
benched him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Seahawks giving
And
up
it was
just-
Zach's
they're giving up
question.
double-digit points to tight ends. Yeah, so they're 25th against tight end through 2 weeks. They can be had at tight end. You just got to hang on to Pitts and keep on playing him. Lucius also wants to know: is this the week that you could put Zeke in, or you keep him on the
Yes.
bench? Forget about it.
Yes.
I mean, it depends on who you're playing. Like, who do you have to?
Yeah.
flip
Of
him
course,
in?
it depends on your options. But I mean, if
that's
you
the last-
drafted
that's the
Zeke, he's
last game of
probably
the
your
week.
he's your RB2. It gives me hope on Monday night.
Yeah,
The
I mean, if
usage
you
has
need
been the
something
same or
for
better
Monday
than Pollard.
night,
Like he's gonna be Zeke at some point. Like he's gonna be okay. And
I have Zeke outside my 25.
do you?
He's marked as my 25.
I was gonna say it's gonna be close to
RB25 this week.
25. Yeah. All right.
RB25 right underneath AJ Dillon, if that's any perspective. I have Damian Harris, Cordarrelle Patterson, and AJ Dillon above Zeke.
Yeah.
Guys that I, have
Patterson.
underneath him, Josh
Sure,
Jacobs,
yeah.
Cam Akers, and Tony Pollard. Obviously, Tony Pollard could go up with
Depending
the
on
passing situation,
depending on the game,
depending on
but
the game script.
But now we're talking about wind. Martucci told us it's
Yep,
gonna be a
gonna
windy
say it's
game.
gonna
It's
be a
gonna be a
windy game.
run the ball kind of game.
Mhm.
I feel like I feel like it's a decent week to start Zeke.
Oh,
And they're moving the ball too.
Wait.
He has
It
negative
gets
7
better.
yards.
It
through the
gets
air.
better for the Giants
Uh-oh.
fan here because someone
The
is
Giants fan.
going to make his debut at MetLife Stadium. It is the rookie, Kayvon Thibodeau, coming in. Be careful of that boy. He's good.
He is good. He's
So
gonna be good.
Yeah, we're gonna give the Cowboys a little bit more of a problem, and you will see the Giants
Go to 3-0.
number one in the NFC East.
3-0. He's shot calling 3-0.
Coming for you, Chef. We're coming for you. We are coming for you. Speaking of, I'm just going to jump down here because I saw this really quick.
Let's do it.
These two right here, Moneybags, welcome in. What's going on? Happy Sunday,
Welcome
Carson
back.
Wentz or Tom Brady? And then Luke Jaquette up here with a similar question: start Wentz or risk waiting to hear about the Herbert decision?
Well, rinse and repeat.
Rinse and
or
repeat.
Wentz and repeat.
Very nice.
Give me
Chef.
Wentz on both accounts, man. I'm not waiting on the
agree.
Herbert decision. If you have
That
Wentz,
scares me so much.
he has
too.
a decent matchup against the Eagles. He is going to have to throw the ball in that game, and I think he has the weapons to do so. We saw Curtis Samuel. He has
Yeah.
a great matchup this week. Anybody that's going to play that slot role, him, Jahan Dotson, I'm there for it. And he also has the weapons of Antonio Gibson, who's been catching the ball out of the backfield.
I think Dotson's the first rookie
Yeah.
to catch three
Three
touchdowns in the first 2 weeks.
games. Yeah.
The first
Right,
2 weeks.
And then on top of that, Curtis Samuel's only $5,100 on DraftKings. So it's a little help for my friends
Mhm.
out there in the world. That's a
that's
steal.
crazy. Can
That's
you
a
believe that?
nice
7
little-
for 78 and 1 on 9 targets last week.
Who did that? Samuel.
Samuel, yeah.
Yeah. And he's only 5,100.
And don't sleep on the Jags defense either. They're gonna smell blood in the water if Herbert shows any signs of weakness.
Yeah, they're okay. I would go Wentz on both. It's crazy. We're starting Carson Wentz over Tom Brady and Justin Herbert. Wow.
Yeah.
My dynasty squad looks good this week.
I'm in
Mine
that
looks good every
same-
week.
I'm in a very similar situation. I'm gonna have to start
God,
Tua at
God,
1
this
o'clock
guy.
instead of waiting on Herbert. So it's just one of those weeks, man. Eric Brewer, welcome back. What's going on?
Welcome back.
Hey, gentlemen, got to start 2. Gabe Davis, Mike Williams, Rashad Bateman, Jerry Judy in a half-point PPR.
Half point. Give me Davis.
If at 11:30 they say he's playing,
He's playing.
he's playing.
He's playing.
All right.
I'd be more worried about Jerry Judy. Not
Yeah,
playing.
Judy too. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
he
give me
is
Mike Williams
definitely-
for sure.
If Herbert's playing,
even with Herbert or not Herbert playing, I'm
with
not
Chase
gonna,
Daniel,
But I'm not gonna put a receiver like Mike Williams on the bench for a game that starts in the late afternoon for like another.
Give me Dave. Give me Dave.
you're gonna say Davis and Bateman.
Dave Gavis. Give me Dave Gavis and Bateman.
Gabe Gates.
Right? That's what I feel like. I feel
Yeah.
like taking my chances with Bateman.
I
I,
mean,
love what I
it's-
saw last week.
I don't know if it's considered actually taking a chance with Bateman. He is the number one receiver. He's got Jalen
No, yeah,
Mills
yeah.
this week. New England has not been that good against the pass. If I look real fast,
I know Waddle got him on that slant. Bro,
yeah,
and
no,
he was
they're
going
giving
on
up
him, and it's
they're
same
giving
kind
up
of play.
almost the second most points to the fantasy wide
Wide
receiver.
receiver.
So yeah, give me that. Give me Bateman.
I'm just Mr.
And-
Swanson.
oh, and
I
his-
agree. Mike Williams would normally be a
Yes.
must start. If this is 1 o'clock, I don't have to make decisions. I would start Mike Williams 100% and Gabe Davis. That's 1-2. That's where I would go. But the Herbert thing makes me lean with the chef towards Bateman.
And Bateman was listed as questionable on Friday.
Yeah.
Right?
We gotta start
It
two
turns out it was just a personal affair. It wasn't had anything to do with injury or
Okay.
illness or anything like that.
Yeah, I
Well-
just when I see you run away from Xavier Howard and that team, and then when now finally Lamar's throwing the ball quickly, like he's getting the ball out real fast, and when he does that, it's for a slant to Bateman. So I really like his opportunity to go
I
like
just
blow
wanna-
up soon.
While we're talking here, I want to check the status. Of
I'm on the
Keenan
Bateman
Allen.
side. I'm gonna go Bateman.
Oh,
and
so
Oh,
we're
you
all-
go
we're
you
all
go
in
Bateman,
agreement.
Mike Williams. You're going Bateman, Mike Williams.
Yeah, I'm
over
gonna
Gabe
go
Davis.
Bateman. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bateman, Mike Williams over
Okay.
Davis. Bateman was on the board for me there. That was kind of between Mike Williams and Gabe Davis, but
If
I'm
I
gonna
knew
go-
Herbert was playing, smash Mike Williams, push it. You know
I
I
what
feel like
mean?
if Chase
Keenan
Daniel's
Allen
gonna
looks
play, he's
like-
gonna have to target a receiver that he trusts, that he knows he can get the ball to like make up for
That's
some.
true.
You know what
Like
I mean?
Keenan
Some of his
Allen?
mistakes.
Yeah, that's Keenan Allen.
Right, but
Who-
Keenan
who
Allen's he's
probably
less
will play
healthy
today.
than
He's gonna play.
Mm-hmm. That's
Oh,
another one that
Not
you gotta keep an
confirmed.
eye on.
okay.
But, yeah.
We're leaning that way. All right.
I think there's
Yeah.
just too much question mark with Herbert right
Eric
now.
Brewer, like at the end of the day, you have a good tilt. You have a bunch of good players and good options. The problem is health. You know, the health of Jerry Jeudy scares me. The health of Herbert being able to be there for Mike Williams scares me. So I'd rather take the safe play and go with Bateman. And then if Davis is playing in a shootout game, which I think it's going to be down in Miami, yeah, give me those two.
It's gonna be a great game.
I think so.
It is going to be a great game. Thanks for the tilt, Eric. That was a really
Yes,
good one.
sir.
Jumping back into Lucius here needs one running back and one flex. Zeke, Damian Harris, A-Rob, or Ayuk.
Give me Harris.
And
We're
Ayuk?
probably taking
A-Rob.
Harris here, right?
A-Rob over Ayuk?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
With the Broncos.
Yeah, we're playing the
no.
Cardinals. I'm going to start everybody against the Cardinals. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what does it. For sure.
Yeah. Matchup dictates what you
That's
decide.
usually
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
I think.
100%.
I mean,
And
even
then-
though he gets the shadow coverage from Byron Murphy,
He'll be okay.
I still think he'll
Yeah,
be
Byron
okay.
Murphy picked up a fumble. Like, let's relax. He's not.
Yeah.
He's nobody's shutdown corner.
Yeah. you
Patrick
see how they
Peterson.
put him in there on special teams,
But,
and he
yeah,
got the
Yeah, he's not.
onside.
Yeah, he was in the slot primarily last year and did a good job. Then they moved him outside because they're so hurt at cornerback that give me A-Rob.
And James Robinson, Jeff Wilson Jr., or Marquise Brown for Lucius as well. And he also wants to know, does James Robinson's stock go up if Herbert doesn't play?
I think I think the answer to the question of the
Sure.
stock going up helps, because then that offense falters on the Chargers. The Jags have a way of getting up, and you saw them last week, like they're pretty good. And then when they're up, like James Robinson, like his use, what was he, 63%, Mr. Swanson?
His
You,
usage
That's
for
exactly
this
what it
week,
was,
yes.
Right.
63%.
I thought I saw that. So so if his
Yep.
usage is that, he's already scored 3 touchdowns. Like he scored 2 weeks in a row. You keep riding the hot hand. I'm gonna go with J-Rob no matter what.
Oh,
Out-
no
out of
matter
this-
what.
Out of this tilt, I don't expect Marquise Brown to just suddenly have the wake up game this week against the Rams. Jeff Wilson, it's a lot more committee than just Etienne versus J-Rob. So I think I'm gonna go James Robinson no matter what in this tilt.
I am too, because the committee does bother me. There's a lot of murkiness right there with in San Francisco, and just like you said, I don't know if this is going to be the game where Hollywood really wakes up and just sets the world on fire against the Rams. So
He could, like, if you wanted upside,
Sure,
like if this was a
right.
Zach Argue
Okay,
situation
okay.
where you're like,
Upside.
I'm down big boys and all that.
right.
Then I'm gonna take a home run maybe and hope Marquise Brown gets 2 long touchdowns for me. But other than that, I'm gonna take James Robinson and the safe points, and we don't leave the table on a heater, boys. Like 2 weeks in a row, we're scoring touchdowns. Let's
Yeah.
I
keep
will
scoring
say,
touchdowns.
so for the ceiling, just for the ceiling side of things, the Rams are 31st against wide receiver. They're giving up 44.7 fantasy points to wide receivers per game. So that is a good matchup for Hollywood. He was on the field 93% of the time last week, 6 for 68, hauling in 11.3 yards per catch right now. I mean,
Okay.
man,
So I have my answer.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
might-
be Hollywood Brown.
I think I
So
might actually tilt
it's
back.
J Rob for the floor and Marquise Brown for the
Boom.
for
That's
the
it.
ceiling.
Yeah,
That's
so
it. Yeah. All right, cool.
A
That's
lot of
another
those-
good one. Oof.
That's just how we're
That's a
gonna
good
have to
tilt.
do some of these.
You have
Because,
to.
I mean, there's different options at the flex position. Obviously, this is a flex question.
Yep, that's
if
great.
it was, hey, pick these 2 running backs, well, then we have a different
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
You know what though? A lot of
Um,
a lot of those stats that you just read off, Mr. Swanson, is the fact that they got absolutely gashed. The Rams did
By the
Eh,
Buffalo
by the
Bills
Buffalo
week
Bills.
one.
They're
I know,
still
that's
feeling
true.
the pain of Gabe
Feels
Davis
a
and
little
Stephon
inflated,
Diggs
right?
running all over the field wide open.
Yeah.
Right? They're still hurting from that.
The Bills are, I mean, it's like the Bills and then everyone else.
Yeah.
They're in a different tier
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. I want to see him play the Chiefs though.
I want to see this Miami game.
I want to see this Miami game, bro. Like this is oof.
This is going to be good.
I
I would
really
bet,
is.
I would
Guys
take
are
Miami with
excited.
the points.
Oh, 100%.
I
What are they
already-
thinking in
I
Vegas? I
already
don't
took
understand the
Miami.
line. I don't
I
understand.
don't know. I'll get paid. Get money.
Yeah,
Get paid.
get money, get paid.
Get money, get paid. Jay, what's going on?
Hey, what's
My
up, Jack?
man Jay.
Love it. I'm gonna jump right back up here to I got.
Unless you're playing me, Jay. I don't wish you the best if you're playing me, bro. Otherwise, go ahead and win.
I am 2-0 in Dynasty.
Chef
right
has
now.
turned him into
So
a
am I.
monster.
That's where you're supposed to be, bro.
I mean, my team's not that good though.
Your team is stacked, bro. Listen, this guy. You just don't have Mahomes. That's all.
I just need another
Or Tua
quarterback.
last week.
I just need
Cheers
another
to
quarterback.
that.
I do have
I was
Jalen
down
Hurts
50.
though.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I was down 50
Yeah.
points last week. Stephon
Second
Diggs.
round,
Stephon Diggs, baby.
QB1.
And Stephon Diggs
Came
got you back.
Came back and beat Keith.
Let's
Wait until
go.
Sam Howell shows up.
Ooh, and he took out Irish Keith. I love that story.
I know, bro. That's
Yeah.
not
Irish
easy
Keith
to
is
do.
0-2.
Struggle
Let's
bus.
go.
Yeah.
That's why
It's
he
a long
traded me
season.
CMC.
I gotta finish up with
Rambling.
Lucius here on this one too, because Wentz or Wilson. This is a
Give me Wentz.
Wentz.
yeah, man. Give me Wentz.
It's not a hard.
I don't
It's
even-
not a hard question. I
Yeah.
know it's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but
I
Judy
know,
may not
but-
play. The 49ers defense is really good. You know, top 10 in DVOA. Like
I
yeah.
want to
Sure.
see that offense clicking
At
on
some
all
point,
cylinders
before I-
I
yeah.
go ahead and if you have
Yeah.
a better option, obviously if you don't, you're playing Russell Wilson because he does have weapons on the field and he will move the ball down the field a little bit. But Wentz is doing his thing, and until I see something different,
And as far as narratives, like the Wentz revenge game situation here, feels like they might try to feature him and make sure that he gets some nice, easy throws off. I love Scott Turner and that offense and what they're doing with Curtis Samuel and moving the ball around. Because remember, that little jet sweep touch pass situation, like that's a completion. Like, you know, my man can have, he doesn't have to sling it all over the place. He doesn't have to take too many
they
chances.
are
and
getting
go
pretty
after strike.
creative, and I love
I
it.
love it.
I
Dude.
love the fact that
love it.
Curtis Samuel's back on the field in the Ron
Yeah.
Rivera offense.
He's
where-
healthy this
where
year.
He wanted him to
Yeah.
be.
Right where he wanted them to be. Yep. All right. Mondo, welcome in. Happy Sunday.
Hey, Mondo. I
Mondo.
know
Like that
Mondo.
avatar.
I like
With
Mondo.
that avatar. With that
Shout out.
That's dope.
What are they
G-Rad.
called? The NTPs or
NFT?
NFTs?
NFTs? Yeah.
Yeah, NFTs.
This
Speaking
is
of
the
that,
NFT,
other
my
acronyms.
NFT chat group.
so
on Twitter.
PPR, NFT, EHT, MVS. Mike Williams versus Julio Jones in PPR.
This is
I-
an
Mike
easy
Williams.
one. Give me
This is
Mike,
Mike
Williams.
Williams.
Doesn't matter if Chase Daniels is the quarterback or not. I'm
Yeah,
not
it doesn't
trusting
matter.
Julio Jones. He's a game time, true game time decision.
And he's one of those like, oh, second play of the game. Sorry,
you
I'm
know,
out.
it's
Yeah.
not it's perfect setup. You know, Julio Jones, game time decision. Sammy Watkins, sprained ACL. Like it's September. Hey,
and they're back.
must be football
They're
season.
back.
Must be
Yeah.
football season. Oof.
I mean, that's what you get when you have Julio Jones and when you drafted Julio Jones, and that's one of the
You were
reasons
taking
why
a shot.
you were taking a risk.
flyer,
It's
sure.
a huge risk factor that this guy's going to be healthy at all throughout the season.
Yep, for sure. Jim Rambo, welcome in. Coolest name in fantasy football.
I was going to
Damn
say, welcome
sure
back to the
is.
coolest name, Rambo.
Let's go. All right, so he needs a little help here with a full point PPR. Does
Let's
he
go.
trust Thielen today, or should he use Sterling Shepard? Also, Derek McKinnon. Wait, what?
It's probably Jared McKinnon.
It's probably Derek
Jarek?
McKinnon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Josh
Jerick
Palmer
McKinnon.
or Chase Edmonds in the flex, or play Thielen and Shepard.
Oh, so he could start both of them.
So he's Thielen today. Or he's
How do you feel about Shepard,
Uh,
Chef? I don't.
I worded
It was a
earlier.
lucky touchdown in the first week.
Yeah, but the targets say all.
Yeah.
Like I said, him and Richie James are splitting they have over 52% of the target
They
share.
have to. I mean, it's,
31% target share for Shepard last week. 43%
crazy.
of the wide receiver.
You have to go with that
targets of those
opportunity,
targets.
right?
Even with a
88%
windy
of-
game,
yeah.
I think Daniel Jones has the arm strength
Yeah.
to get it through the wind
And
into
he
Shepard.
throws it underneath to him a lot too, though. He's
Yes,
running some
and
good
it's-
routes underneath.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the Dallas defense, as far as slot, I don't think they can cover the slot that well.
No. They don't scare me after Diggs.
Yeah.
Coverage one-on-one type situation. No, they don't scare me after Diggs.
All right, so Shepard's in there for us then. And who else we have? McKinnon,
Josh Palmer or yeah, okay. So McKinnon, Josh Palmer, or Chase Edmonds for the flex.
I'm not gonna go
Or
with McKinnon.
Thielen.
I'll eliminate McKinnon from that. So let's go Palmer, Edmonds, Thielen. Those are our options.
Didn't we do this earlier with
we
Edmonds
did
and
one
Thielen?
earlier between Edmonds and
Thielen.
was it? I think
No,
Thielen.
it was
and then I
somebody
think,
else.
Maybe
But
it
either
was-
way,
it was Jeff Wilson.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was Wilson.
I think it was Wilson. I mean,
that Detroit Minnesota game feels like there's gonna be some points scored, man.
I'm gonna go Thielen here
Let's
and get some points out of that.
If her-
I'd rather have the question mark of Thielen than the question mark of Chase Edmonds
Yeah.
because the Buffalo defense scares the crap out of me.
They can't scare
Nice
the
catch.
crap out of you. They're missing 7 starters. Everybody keeps doing this.
that's right.
You don't have the 2 DTs. You don't have a middle linebacker. You don't have
And
your 2 starting
Oliver's
safeties.
out.
Yeah, Jordan Phillips is out. Matt Milano is out. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, Tre'Davious White isn't back yet. They lost that other kid. What's his name?
So are we
Dane-
going with Chase Edmonds?
No, I still want to go Thielen.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna go back to Edmonds again on that.
I
one,
mean, you
Juan.
almost
like,
had me
that's a-
there, Juan.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
a whole
if-
school bus full of people. Like,
If we had a healthy Herbert, he froze a little bit. If we had a healthy Herbert and no Keenan Allen, I would have gone Palmer.
Right.
I think I would have gone
Okay.
Palmer. You know, but that's not the
Yeah.
case. And in this situation, we got to make a decision. I like Thielen. I like Thielen to have some kind of semblance of success today. So Thielen Shepard, I would go. It's close though. Great tilt. That's a nominee.
And if Thielen doesn't play out this week,
You're gonna start thinking,
is
Moving
he
on.
cuttable?
oof, we're bringing out the scissors, chef.
he might be, man.
I don't know.
might
I
be.
like players
Speaking
like
of,
that. If somebody cuts him, I'm picking him up.
Speaking of cuttable,
Go ahead, drop him. I
cuttable
dare you.
folks,
All right.
thank you, Jim Rambo. Coolest name of
Thank
fantasy
you,
football.
Rambo.
I'm gonna get to Mini Jordan here because there's some people in here that
Mini
are potential cuts
Jordan.
that I don't like to even talk about. Full PPR, choose 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and 1 flex. Ramondre Stevenson, Breece Hall, Eno Benjamin, Mark Ingram. Wide receivers: Darnell Mooney, Drake London, Cortland Sutton, Romeo Dobbs.
Taking those receivers, bruv. I gotta go London Sutton for sure. They're locked in, right? No
100%.
Judy and all that. London Sutton jump right out of the
I
screen.
don't want
on
to
me.
talk about Mooney
And
anymore.
then it's out of Breece or Ramondre for me. I'm not
Mhm.
trusting Eno Benjamin yet. We saw
Nope.
Darrell Williams come in and steal some goal line
If you
work.
knew Connor wasn't playing,
Yeah.
would you go Eno?
No,
Okay.
I would go.
No, because just like you said about
Williams.
stealing the goal line work
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Ramondre, right?
I think Ramondre has a good matchup this week that they're going to be throwing the ball a little bit more, but I don't know.
It's between him and Breece.
I mean, do you trust the rookie enough?
Do you trust Bill Belichick enough?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that whole running
Give me
back room,
Breece
I mean,
Hall.
like,
Right?
Give me Breece
Give me the
Hall.
rookie.
Give me the
7
rookie.
on-
You're
yeah,
playing.
7
You're
for
playing.
50, 1 for 1 for 10 in the touchdown last week.
And you already got
Breece,
some floor with
London,
London and Sutton. Like you
and
got floor there.
Sutton. Yeah, it's not like your bridge is going
Sure.
to burn down.
Right. So you take a shot on the rookie and maybe he hits this week.
Get it? London Bridge.
Very nice. Chef's on him right now. And then Mini
Yeah.
Jordan's got the quarterback follow up
Scotch.
here: Tua or Wilson, and we're
Tua.
going Tua all day, right?
Tua season.
Two.
I love what I saw from that game last week.
Yes,
Juan,
sir.
I heard your internet went out like towards the end.
Bro, the absolute worst.
I would
They
lose
were
my
down
absolute mind.
35-14, and the internet wasn't working, resetting routers, doing all kinds of stuff. Bro, I was having a panic attack, bro. I was getting ready to lose my everything. I'm serious.
Mhm.
I'm like, what is happening right now? And then I made the mistake of like, you know what? I give up. I have to try to find this on my phone or look through it or Gamecast. And it's like, wait, we scored again? Wait, we scored again? Like, how is this happening? It's 35-28. By the time I came back, though, it was 35-28. I got to see the comeback. I got to see us win the game at the end and all that. So, but man, it was a struggle for like 30 minutes. It was the craziest 30 minutes of football, and I missed all 30 minutes. Tyreek Hill just kept
Came
getting
out
open.
on top. Gotta love it.
Yeah, we'll take that. But yeah, 2 over Wilson for sure.
Can't wait for this game today. Dirty money. Let's
Dirty
go. We'll
money.
be back. Start Michael Thomas or Gabe Davis in half PPR.
I've been
This is a
counting
good one.
dirty money since 12:30.
Ooh,
That's
this
a
is
little
good
win.
one.
Sorry, I have to go to those references every chance I
No,
get.
you have to. Nice
Michael Thomas
job.
Wow,
gonna
that
go
was
Michael
quick.
Thomas.
can't guard
Yeah,
Mike.
he was on that either. He was
He's
on that
back.
earlier too. I really do like Michael Thomas today. I had something on him. Hold on.
Gabe Davis is gonna do his thing. He's just coming off an injury, and Thomas is a little healthier. I just would make the decision. I don't want to lose because I bench Michael Thomas. Like I don't like doing that. That feels
half
terrible.
point PPR.
Kamara's gonna play,
really
but,
doesn't
like-
matter. Michael Thomas doesn't really get into the end zone as much.
Oh, so
last
you're
week.
thinking Gabe Davis
I'm
scores?
thinking Gabe Davis scores against the Miami defense.
Put him
that
in your
is
parlays, folks. Anytime scorer,
23rd
Gabe Davis.
against fantasy wide receivers. Give me
I
Gabe
do have
Davis.
Gabe Davis in the top. I have him in the top 20 this week, like 15. I think.
in my
So
in my
that
rankings.
means you got Thomas outside of that, huh?
If you want to look at rank, I might have Michael Thomas higher. Nope, I have Gabe Davis inside my
Yeah.
top 12 actually, and Michael
Oh,
Thomas
wow.
is wide receiver 18.
12, 18. It's a little high.
Actually, it's
12.
11. It's Gabe Davis is 11.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got 2 top 12 wide receivers on the same team this week.
Yeah, I have Diggs at my number 6, and Gabe Davis as my number 11, right behind Michael Pittman against Kansas City.
You think the Bills are playing the Giants or something? Like, what are we doing?
I
Like,
think
we're playing the Dolphins, baby. Like,
I think
hold
they're
up.
no disrespect,
Oh, it's
but we
disrespect,
saw
but
what
comes after it.
Lamar did last week,
It was
and Josh Allen can do that over and over again.
Right, but those drives are going to be a little. Don't you think a lot of those drives are going to be short?
it's a little
Re-
different with the drive. Listen, 75-yard touchdown to Bateman was a slant with
What does
well,
Gabe
we went
Davis
zero.
do?
We went zero
He's the
cable
long
blitz
ball.
and brought everything. Yeah, but it wasn't
the
even the
long
long
ball.
ball. It was a slant. I'm not saying he's not going to have a good game. I just don't know, like both of them.
And then
in the
we're
top
dealing
12,
with Jameis Winston with the fractures in his back.
That's true. That I'll give you. That's a fair
that's
point.
true.
That's a
That's a
fair
good
point.
point.
Like I would rather take the Bills. I don't understand why you wouldn't want a piece of it. I mean, in all due respect, hey, if you like Michael Thomas better, that's just my piece of the puzzle there. I'm going Gabe
This would be
Davis.
one of those water bet situations right here. 'cause
No,
that's
you know
a
what?
close
I-
one.
I
It's a
went
close
back-
one.
I mean,
I'm going
we
back.
could-
Dirty money.
Go-
This is a good tilt
I
right
mean,
here.
I mean, we could just tilt of the week. Congratulations, Dirty
you go,
Money.
Dirty Money.
You've
Yeah,
got
Dirty
us
Money.
tilting back and
Yeah, yeah.
forth, and when you do that, you get a tilt of the week. I still say Gabe Davis. Juan wants Michael
Yes,
Thomas.
sir.
Mr.
I
Swanson
came back.
for the tiebreak.
No, I'm gonna come back to the Gabe Davis side. I don't like the
Okay.
whole,
Yeah,
like
let's
banged up
go.
on Winston thing. I don't like that. I like how the Dolphins are giving up 32 points to wide receivers, fantasy wide receivers. You know, Gabe Davis. It's very close, but I don't like the whole back and ribs thing with
I will say one thing about this though.
or
Just
bank,
like everybody
back and
else,
ankle for Winston.
just like everybody else in the tilt squad, you got first world problems here. Michael Thomas, Gabe Davis. Like, you're not talking about Mac Hollins. Like, you're not talking about Dortch. Like, you're talking about Michael Thomas or Gabe Davis. Like, you're in a good spot, Dirty Money. Like, it's not a bad tilt to have. You know what I mean?
Love
I
it.
wouldn't be mad if I started Gabriel Davis. You know what I mean? I'd just rather start
Right.
Michael Thomas.
No, but good tilt. Good
Great
tilt.
tilt.
30 money. Got us tilting for the first one of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
First drop. Many more to come. Let's go to a defensive question here for Kicks.
I
from
love
Mike. What's
those.
going on? Baltimore and Cowboys. Who we starting?
Oh, let me go to my rankings for this.
Man,
Ooh,
I would do that, Chef, because after that fourth quarter that I saw,
The Baltimore.
listen, 320 yards and 5 touchdowns. That was Tua in the second half. They started dropping like flies. They all started getting hurt. Everybody started coming up injured. I don't know the status of all their defensive players and how they're going to be. I was expecting a lot better defense out of Baltimore. Losing their defensive coordinator, Wing Martindale, to come to the Giants, like that hurt them, I think, a little bit schematically. And those guys that were all injured last year are taking a little bit of time to gel. That scares me a little, but you did say Michael Parsons might not play. And
Yeah.
that's where my sacks were going to come from.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore
Yeah.
here.
Returns, big plays.
New England is not Miami,
Right.
first and foremost.
True.
Okay, they don't have the weapons to stretch the field. They don't
Right.
have the
What a
speed. Their
year.
one field stretcher, Nelson Aguilar, was a surprise last
Mhm.
week. Devontae Parker banged up. We
Yeah,
don't
I'm not worried about
really
any of that.
want
Jacoby
Jacoby
Myers.
Myers banged up,
Banged up.
questionable
Yeah.
game time decision.
Yeah.
And I as much as the Ravens aren't that team to like say, ooh, wow. Yeah, with the Cowboys
Yeah.
dealing with bad weather.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right? So it may
it could
be
be
a lower,
Saquon. If you don't have Micah Parsons and you have a little bit of injury, it could be 200 yards rushing for Saquon type situation.
yeah, I actually have the Giants as a sleeper,
Defensive.
defensive sleeper.
Put
this
them in
week.
your dailies, ain't you?
Dailies, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
can do that,
DFS
sure.
ad
I
for like
knew you were going there.
2,200 or something.
Yeah, let's go Baltimore. And we saw Duvernay take that first opening kickoff back for a
Yeah,
touchdown.
exactly.
They're explosive on that.
And
level
Duvernay
too.
will be playing today, so
Word. Yeah. I'm gonna
Love
go
defensive
Baltimore too.
questions.
it's great.
Got a
Kicks
couple more
for
of them here, but we'll get a couple more defensive in today too. Let's jump down to Franco and Pyro. Welcome in.
Welcome, Franco.
Happy Sunday. Final full. Oh, did I miss one over here from Franco?
Full
I
PPR
don't think so.
flex
Full
spot.
PPR flex spot.
So
JD
we need
McKissick.
one.
J.K. Dobbins, Jerry Judy, or Greg Dortch. J.K. Dobbins is making his
I need to see that first.
debut. I do want
I
to see
want
that
to start
first.
Dobbins. I want all the success in the world for him, but I need to see it one time.
Patriots are like pretty okay against running backs so far.
Yeah, they do. They're okay. And the usage, you don't know what that's going to be like, what the split's going to be. McKissick hasn't really gotten it yet. Like, he's like odd man out. Like Chef said, they've been throwing the ball to Gibson. They throw the ball a lot short to Curtis Samuel. Like, I don't trust that. And then Judy's banged up. Are we going to go Dortch?
It's a flyer, man, to take him, but you got to figure the Cards.
He's
are
on a
gonna be
roll.
down, right? They're going to be down. He was
we think they are.
He had 17% of the target of the wide receiver targets last week. 4 for 4 for 55 and 1. I have the Rams are giving up 44, almost 45 points a game to wide receivers. 31st.
I mean, that's how you score against
It's a little bit inflated, but that's how you score against them.
Yeah. I think this might be a Dortch situation, man.
You would look like a genius.
I mean, you're not trusting J.D. McKissick. He really hasn't showed up. Judy is banged up, will probably play, but
it's the 49ers.
It's the
and
49ers.
That offense has looked terrible.
And the offense, they if he didn't get into the end zone that one day, his game would have been.
Yeah, he had one long catch in week 1 against Seattle. That was the only thing he's done. That's great this season.
And he looked chipped up last week, and I think it continues with the limited practices. J.K. Dobbins coming off the ACL.
Yeah, and we thought maybe week 1, maybe week 2. Now it's maybe week 3 a little bit.
I mean, all the L's that J.K. Dobbins tore.
Yeah. How many opportunities is he going to have? How many carries is he going to have?
I'd say 10 to 12 opportunities.
You think he gets that many?
Yeah.
If I knew he was getting a dozen, I might start him.
I mean, I've heard 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be optimistic and say 12. But damn, man, it's Greg Dortch.
I like garbage time Dortch. I like 3 catches on the last drive of the half and 3 catches on the last drive of the game.
Yeah, I think Arizona will be playing from behind, and he's been targeting Dortch.
He tore what?
Bro, it was his ACL, his LCL, meniscus, and hamstring was all torn last year for Jake. I just had to look it up to see what it actually was.
It was a laundry list.
There's no way they're gonna roll him out there and just be like, "Go, kid." Like, he's gonna be on a pitch count. They're gonna be careful with him, and I want to see it first.
Yep.
I mean, have the guy.
I'm sorry. The latest report from Ian Rappaport this morning was that he could just play the whole game. Like the whole idea of him being ramped up, his rehab was to play this full game week 3.
Oof.
He almost played last week. Was pretty much a healthy scratch at that point because he practiced all through last week to get him up to game speed. I want to see it first.
Yeah. Let me witness it first. Give me 10 points from Dortch today.
All right, cool. I love that.
Let me get 10
which
points.
is a great transition right in here. It's a big green.
It's my flex spot too, you know.
Greg Dortch, Matt Collins, Rashad Penny, Richie James, Marvin Jones, and Romeo Doubs are all on his waiver wire somehow. He was leading Dortch. Do we agree?
Are
you kind of
like Collins and Richie James a lot in that?
Collins and Richie James,
not
too?
Dobbs in that matchup against Tampa. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong between Dortch, Matt Collins, or Richie James. Like whichever way you went there with those 3, I think I might do that.
I think I go Dortch.
Yeah.
Only reason why I say that is because we talked about the wind on Monday night in MetLife.
Yeah.
It could be a running game for the Giants. We could see a lot of utilization out of Saquon.
And Martucci told us there's wind down in Tennessee too for
Correct.
Matt Collins. You know what I mean? As much as Carr might like him, but yeah, I think Dortch might be the play.
And you know what? As much as people want to jump on the Matt Collins train after and follow those points that he got last week with Renfro being out with the concussion, I think Waller is going to have a big game.
I think so too. I think it might be a Waller team situation. Yeah, Renfro's out. Yeah,
Renfro's
out.
You
got to expect that Devontae Adams is going to bounce back after 2 for 12.
He should
until Rondale Moore comes back. I think I want to play Dortch.
Yeah, I'm on the Dortch train. Yeah. Dorch it up.
Torch it up.
Like the Dorch.
That's over Robert Woods. So I guess you'd be starting.
Yeah, no.
Putting in Dorch over Woods.
Not yet.
All right, and there was another.
The tree's been cut down.
No, I don't want it to be.
Me either. I own him everywhere, especially in Dynasty, where he's going to just die and turn into dust.
Sir Cam Lanes, what's going on?
Give me a 4th.
Welcome in.
4th, huh? I might think about that.
Yeah.
I like this one. here. Henderson or Dameon Pierce?
I think this might be the week.
You think this is the week?
This
is the Dameon Pierce week?
This is the week I pull the trigger.
Really?
Yeah, against Chicago. Yeah, give me Dameon Pierce. Because listen, this stubborn SOB
The
McVay,
volume's going up.
he keeps giving Akers the damn ball.
Yeah,
Like
they almost split carries last
right.
week.
Like what are you doing? He obviously isn't getting 3 yards of carry. Like he doesn't look good at all. Doesn't pass protect. Looks like he doesn't really care whenever it's a pass play and he's not getting the ball. And then Henderson's still splitting carries with him. I think that this is the week Dameon Pierce has a game. I would be willing to take that gamble today. I'm willing to roll them dice.
Or Daryl Henderson.
How you gonna double up your dough if you don't roll them dice?
15 carries for Pierce last week.
That was Joel Ortiz.
It's going up.
You know what?
Like the volume's going up for him. Against the Bears, who were giving up just about.
We're bringing him out. They're bringing him
him
along slow. They're bringing him along little by little. You know what I mean? Boom.
Yeah, give me Dameon Pierce because of the split between Darrell Henderson and Akers.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think Akers got like 15 carries last week. So did Darrell Henderson. Oh, it sucks too. Because
Henderson
Arizona's
had 10.
defense
Akers had 15. Akers outsnapped him
stinks.
by 5, and Akers got targeted 3 times.
That's
Which is
awful.
just like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Why?
well, that's
¿Por
the
qué?
offense.
¿Por
Hey,
qué?
whoa,
I know.
okay. You want to know por qué?
¿Por qué?
Because he said it last year.
Okay.
Even last year, we are going to ride the hot hand. They haven't figured out who the hot hand is yet.
Yeah, if your hands are frozen though, like what are you doing? What hand do you ride?
I don't
But
know.
anyway.
Well, that's why they're splitting carries.
You know what? The McVay's like 8-1 or 10-1
Yeah.
or something against Cliff Kingsbury. Like they're going to be winning that game more than likely.
He also just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah.
And lost to the Bills week 1.
All right, let's go, Dameon Pierce.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, good.
Sir
Pierce.
Cam
Oof.
Lane's
I like that.
good
Welcome.
tilt though. Welcome, yeah, welcome aboard.
Hit
Good
that
Yeah.
like and
Great
subscribe,
tilt.
bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of like and subscribe, I saw something down here that I wanted to bring up real quick. Dynasty Pylon, what's going on? Thank you very much. So you have a good stream. Best of luck in your matchups as well.
Yes, sir.
And I love
Thank you.
this.
Right back at you.
Dynasty Pylon says, guys, if you haven't already, give us a like and a follow. Please do. We would love that.
We appreciate that,
Definitely look
Dynasty
into it. Thank
Pylon.
You guys
Dynasty
got
Pylon.
us. You guys got us over the hump last year, man. We hit 100 subscribers. We finally got our YouTube URL. It's so cool to be able to just like text people like youtube.com/the tilt is real. Like that is
dope.
all because of you guys. That's because of everybody
The
in
Tilt
this chat.
Squad.
And we got a lot of questions coming up too. So you guys stick with us. I promise you, we are going to get to every
get to all of them.
single one of these Johns. But Dynasty Pylon, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. It is 10:58 right now. We are probably coming up on some injury designations. So shout out Tilt Squad. Stick with us, Tilt Squad. We're going to keep you updated once those designations come out. I'm going to go right up here to Why No Tony. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Wino Tony.
Another quarterback question here with who do you start at quarterback, Wilson
Tua.
or Tua? And we're going to go Tua here. And at tight end, do you go Everett or Hawkinson in PPR?
If I knew Herbert was playing, maybe Everett, but
Tua and Everett.
even what about Chase Daniel?
Don't care.
You don't want Hawkinson in a little shootout situation?
Everett
there?
got targeted 10 times last week.
All right.
10 for 6 and 71.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends.
Jags
What
are
time is the
pretty good.
Detroit game?
Detroit is at
think they're
that's
early.
1:00.
Yeah, they're early.
Oh, so you're
It's
gonna
early.
have to make a decision
Yeah.
now. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Okay.
because I would say like
Hawkinson.
if Keenan Allen wasn't in,
Right. If Herbert's healthy, no Keenan Allen, Everett
Very
all
close.
day. But Hawk is Hawk, and you drafted Hawk to at value. It's still early, guys. Like we're in week 3. Like we're not in week 5 panic mode. Like Hawk's been, terrible. Like,
I'm in panic mode for Hawk. He hasn't
Already?
really showed up.
yeah, but it's week 2. Neither has Pitts. Like we're not doing that. Like I'm gonna start looking at your leagues because you're starting to panic. I want to panic.
I'm not
buy.
panicking. You can
You're
buy
starting
though.
to panic though. Like all right,
Everybody's
I'm gonna
panicking.
send you some trade offers. It's too early, guys. Remember a couple years ago?
Send me
I
some
agree.
trade
I
offers.
said
I'm
3
trying to-
weeks.
I'm
I
trying
said
to get
3
these
weeks.
guys off.
Remember the wine guy, the one he was 0-6 and went to the finals in the league that year. Like there's crazy stories of things that happen. It's way too
Oh
early.
yeah, you can go.
Let's
0-6.
do Aaron Rodgers. RELAX. Relax.
I
You
have
know what I mean?
Everett.
Let's relax.
I have Everett this week in my rankings. Tight end 9. I have Hawkinson
It's
tight
very
end
close.
11.
It's very
So
close.
It's really close. Is Chase Daniel your quarterback or is it Justin Herbert?
I
Is
don't think it
Keenan Allen
matters. I
playing,
think-
or is it not?
I think even if Chase Daniels plays, he's going to rely on the tight end position as a safety
Could
net,
be.
as
Could be a
all
safety valve.
backup
Okay.
quarterbacks too.
I go Everett.
I'm go Hawk.
Okay.
I'll be alone on that one. I'll go out on the island with Hawkinson.
2 Everett, 1 Hawk. I like this. I
Good
like
tilt
this.
though. Why no Tony?
Yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
it when we tilt.
I loved how the
Sure.
narrative for the Lions have changed since. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, no Swift, no Hawkinson. This is why Amon-Ra St. Brown. No, Amon-Ra St. Brown is a number one wide receiver.
100%.
And now we
Mhm.
see the targets for Hawkinson going under. And Swift still prevailing.
So then what happens when you're a defense that in Minnesota that got gashed a little bit last week by AJ Brown and Devontae Smith? Like you saw, the other guys get a little bit of work. I don't feel like I'm scared of them whatsoever. And I know their offense is going to score some points.
I mean, I know Swift is going to have a great game today.
Yeah.
Should. Thank you. And I know Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to have a good game. Not should.
He's going to have
Is
opportunity
going to have
for
a great
sure.
game.
I like.
Hawkinson, question mark. I still have him inside my top 12. I mean, you got to give me some
He's
credit
a starter.
there.
He's a starter.
He's
I got you.
definitely a starter.
Listen, 9 and 11 again. A great tilt. Why no, Tony? That's a good tilt.
But I mean, when you're on a heater,
Yeah, Everett's doing good. I get it.
only 4 targets in week 1, 10 targets last week for 71 yards. He did get in the end zone in week 1, so he will be looked in the end zone again against Jacksonville, where I know they're going to need to throw the ball.
Hey, I don't have a problem with either one of these two guys going. I just slight preference. I would go Hawkinson over Everett.
Fair enough. Name
It's super
notoriety.
It's
Yeah,
super close.
yeah,
It
a
really
little
is.
bit.
Name and matchup. I feel like that shootout situation happens there, and I'm scared.
You want a piece of
and
it.
I'm scared of Herbert
You
not
want a
playing.
piece
So
of it, yeah. Fair.
yeah, I want a piece of that game. I want a piece of that matchup, and I'm scared of
There you go.
Herbert not playing.
And jump right back up to kicks from Mike PPR Flex here. Wilson, London, Patterson, or Sutton. I guess we got to start one out of Gary
Whoa.
Wilson, Drake London, Cordell
Again,
Patterson. And
Who's in your
Sutton.
starting
you
roster?
know what I
if you're
mean?
Good
flexing
God.
What
these
are we
guys?
doing? Like I'm starting
Oof.
London and Sutton over a lot of people. But Patterson too could have a good game against Seattle. They gave up 100 all-purpose to Javante. They gave 100 all-purpose up to Jeff Wilson.
This is
Like I think Patterson
jeez.
gets 100 yards today somehow, some way, combined. So like this isn't bad at all,
Who is
man.
it? Wilson, London,
So it's
Patterson?
is it Jeff Wilson or is it
Or
Garrett? Wilson?
Garrett.
If it's Garrett Wilson, it's definitely Garrett Wilson.
Chef's in love with this Garrett Wilson, dude. You've been
It's
picking
just
Garrett
Joe
like
Flacco throws a catchable ball.
I know Joe Flacco
You know what I
throws
mean? Like
300 yards every week. Oof.
2022 is
I mean,
ridiculous.
Patterson, Cordell Patterson, we saw in week 1 his utilization. He wasn't prepared. They weren't prepared for the kind of game script. They were supposed to come in and split carries. Last week, Tyler Algier came in, split carries. They
They
almost
get
had
a
a
lot more looks.
50-50 share. So I'm not leaning on the Patterson side of things. Sutton is intriguing, but yet bailed you out with a touchdown.
Yeah. I still don't love
Iffy
Russ. I want to
offense.
see it. I mean,
I wanna
Judy
see
may
it
not
from
play, so he
Russ.
might be a target monster, but then it's just one player. 49ers defense is pretty good.
I'm looking at
Let's go with
Atlanta
the
right
rookies.
now. I like London. I think he's going to eat, but we also say that it's going to be a Kyle Pitts game. So how many targets are they going to really do? I'm not sure about how much they actually throw the ball in Atlanta. They may just run it a little bit more. Who knows?
I think I go with the rookies.
Give me Garrett Wilson over Drake London this week for a big play in a comeback game against Cincinnati. It's iffy. If you want to take London, I understand, but it's out of those two.
Yeah, I would say if you want to take Wilson, I understand, and I
And if
take
it's
London.
Jeff
but yeah.
Wilson, it's definitely Drake London.
Yeah. If it's Jeff Wilson, it's London. But if it's if it's Garrett,
Garrett, flip a coin. Almost.
great tilt kicks for Mike.
great
Mr.
tilt.
Swanson. Let's say I went London and the chef went Garrett Wilson. Who are you starting?
I hate it, man, because I want to say Sutton. Because I want to say Sutton because I just want. Because with Judy,
you have some
like
some investment in Sutton. Is that why?
no, I have more of a.
because I love
I
Sutton.
might
have him all over,
might
but-
have Sutton somewhere, but I mean, I don't know. The Niners they're pretty good against wide receivers, but Wilson's gonna have to do something to try to get that ball out, man. And if it's not gonna be to Judy, who's still questionable right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We won't know
right.
for another
And
25 minutes.
KJ
Well,
Hamler,
not even,
like
'cause that's later.
Yeah, that's a later
Hamler's
one.
gonna play. I think Hamler's gonna play.
He's all
All
banged up
right.
with a knee
So
and a hip. I don't know.
according to Mike
we're gonna-
Clay, the left wide receiver that plays against San Francisco is in trouble, and that is Cortland Sutton.
is in trouble.
Oh.
They've given up
Did
the least amount of fantasy points to the left wide receiver in the last 2 games.
Okay, Thank you very much.
That takes us back to
gonna-
Garrett.
It's just a little analytics.
Hey,
I'm gonna
hey,
put that down to bed.
That's what we're here
and
for.
I'm gonna
Love
go. I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson.
Let's go,
That
Garrett.
was a great tilt, by the way, kicks from Mike.
Yeah, that
as
was.
always. I
As
mean, he's
always,
always
kicks from Mike,
coming up
yeah.
with stumpers.
always.
And
man.
again, if that's your flex, like you're good. Just pick one of those guys and throw them in there, and you're gonna be fine.
is
Yeah,
Garrett
Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we're right.
go.
Let's go, Garrett
Yeah,
Wilson.
he agrees. Yeah, and
Or Drake
his
London.
other
He's
wide
happy with Drake
receivers.
London.
You know what I
are
like about Garrett
Tyreek
Wilson?
and Kupp.
He looks like the damn real deal.
London's
Like the
great,
eyeball
too.
test. Yeah. Drake London too. But Garrett Wilson's got a little shiftiness to him. He got a little OBJ early in his career type thing to him, where he's just open. Like I see.
No, I was. We were scouting Garrett Wilson on the Dynasty Happy Hour hard. Tyler had him as his wide receiver 1 in this class.
I like it.
I had Drake London as my 1. We went back and forth all off season talking about it, and boom, both of these guys are target monsters.
I should have
all
been
of a
on there with you. I
sudden-
would have been Olave on
And-
the Olave train. But
There was some Olave talk there, and my guy also was Jahan Dotson. It was a sleeper that
Yeah.
no one was taking. I was taking him. I was picking him up in the second round. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, Wilson or London, flip a coin, kicks from Mike, take your pick.
Look
but
what he just said. He said his wide receivers are Tyreek and Cooper Kupp. No wonder he's like got those flex options down there. Yeah, man.
You're gonna be
What a-
all right.
What a squad. Like, see you in the playoffs.
yeah, man.
You're gonna be all right.
Salute, sir.
Sarah Riley, welcome back.
Welcome back,
Hey,
Sarah.
morning, Sarah.
Half point PPR. Sarah needs 1 running back and 1 flex. DeAndre Swift, Jeff Wilson, AJ Dillon,
Dave Gavis.
Gabe.
Gabe Davis, yeah. That's
Gabe,
Gabe
okay,
Davis.
Gabe Davis, Dave Gavis, T. Higgins,
You did say
Hollywood
that
Brown.
earlier.
She's starting Jefferson, St. Brown, and Javonte Williams. So you're off to a good start right there. So she needs 1 running back and a
Swift.
flex. So
and-
Swift
and Gabe?
smashed.
Oh,
Swift
or T.
and-
Higgins.
Give me.
Oh.
Higgins is coming back off of the concussion, right? He wasn't
Yeah.
play. He didn't play
But
last
then
week.
he'll be all right.
I
You
mean,
know
let
what
me see his matchup real fast.
He's a solid wide receiver too.
Yeah.
He had 10 targets last week, 6 for 71, and 1. He was out there for 89% of the snaps.
Yeah, he's matching Jamar Chase as far as targets.
Are
right
they
now.
going to
He is,
need
though.
to throw the
That-
ball that much? And I think this is going to be a mixing game come the second half.
We thought the same thing last week against the Dallas Cowboys,
And that's how they
turned out
started.
bad.
That's how they started
Yeah.
losing. That's how they start giving up these games.
It's unbelievable.
They take their foot off the gas, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden,
Here comes
woo.
the other team. Yeah,
If it's going to be a shootout against Miami, I'm going to go Gabe Davis. It's just me as a flex consideration.
she needs 1 running back and 1 flex.
Yep.
So we're starting Swift for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're in a flex Davis or Higgins. I'll go Higgins, just for me personally. I'll go Higgins over Gabe Davis, and then Gabe Davis scores 4 touchdowns against the Dolphins,
Thank you.
and the chef's a genius.
Thank
but
you.
we'll see.
Thank you.
Nice. I'm gonna go Hollywood Brown. Stick with what I said earlier. It's a good
Wow, all right,
matchup.
split
Yeah.
all the
Skid
way.
Mark Brown?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. But yeah, I know. I don't ever say Hollywood either. What
He ain't
was it?
shining like a star right
What
now.
was I
Not
think- I
right
think he'll
now.
be-
But hey, that's how we got
That
him
lacks
to
a
that
little
point when he was
luster.
on the Ravens, right? We called him Skid Mark Brown for like the first 4 or 5 weeks
Wow,
of
we
the
called him-
season.
And then
called
he
him-
ended up being like a fringe wide receiver 1, right? For the
Doo-doo
season.
Brown, and then it was Skid
Hoboken
Mark Brown.
What was it?
And then it was
Hoboken
Hoboken Brown.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hoboken Brown. That's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we moved them around a bit up there. All right. Good luck, Sarah. Good tilt.
Death Valley Brown, does that work?
Yeah, you know what though? Like, shout out Sarah's got a great team. She's already starting
Sure,
Jefferson, St. Brown. Like, I mean, you're already in a good place. Definitely start Swift, and whichever one you pick between Gabe Davis and T. Higgins or Hollywood Brown, like, should be okay.
You're definitely in good shape.
It sounds like a winning
Sure.
team.
Sure. All right. So Brad Erseg, what's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back, Brad.
Welcome back. Welcome back. First one's got a couple here. First one is QB one. If Herbert doesn't play, he needs a quarterback for super flex. All the available ones are the normal waiver wire guys. Who is a streamer for this week? So I have a small list here because I'm in a similar situation of guys that I will play over Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson, Tua, Carr, and Stafford. And out of those,
This just in. We have breaking news.
Please no bad news. Please no bad news. Please
It's
no bad
actually
news.
good news.
Okay.
actually good
It's
news.
actually
It
good
is.
news.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, reporting Ian Rappaport reports the Raiders flew Josh Jacobs private yesterday as he recovered from his illness. He worked
Oh.
out today and was deemed good to go. Raiders running back Josh Jacobs will play today.
Wow.
All
I
right.
was
So
getting
go
on the
back and
Zamir
move
White
Brandon
hype
Bolden.
train. I was ready for
Move
Brandon
right out of your
Bolden.
dailies. Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry for the interruption there. I
Change your
wanted
DraftKings lineup, guys. Brandon Bolden.
I was
is
gonna say,
not
go back
going
to your
be that
dailies.
cheap one. He's not going to be
Yeah.
the cheap guy that wins you the league. That ain't it.
That would have been a good sleeper for this week too. Yeah. So Brad, I'm going. I mean, if Tua's out there, if he's one of the normal waiver guys that are on there,
Crazy.
please pick
Yeah.
up Tua for sure. But out of that list, I would start all those.
Well, he's in a
guys over
super flex
Herbert.
league. There's not going to be any Tua. Like if he's in a super flex,
Oh, so you got Daniel Jones out there. You've got
maybe.
Jared Goff.
That's not bad against
Jared
Minnesota.
Goff,
That's
Carson
not bad
Wentz.
against Minnesota. Wentz should have been picked up by now by somebody though.
He may not be though, depending on their league.
Jimmy G might be out there. Well, no.
Oh,
they go
for
to
it's I need a QB for a super
It's
flex.
a super flex. That's what I mean. We're digging real deep.
Oh, you want to
here.
go deeper? All right, hang on 1 second.
You got to go down probably around 30, man, somewhere between 28 and 32. A lot of us like to roster three
Start
quarterbacks and
Mariota.
super flexes.
Davis Mills against Chicago.
Give me that.
Give me Geno Smith against Atlanta. I think they
Or
open it up a little bit.
Mariota
against
or
Seattle.
Mariota
Yep,
in the
yep.
same game. Yeah. He said the other one is Tom Brady or Mariota. I just saw that. So that's his other. Oof.
Oh,
so it's a super flex.
That's
So
the
he's
other option.
Well, then I would start both of those. Oh, if you're, yeah, I
So
would
I'd-
start either one of those. You're fine. I would start Mariota, I think, over Brady, though. I'm that scared of that matchup. Is that horrible? I'm that scared of that
That's
matchup.
bad.
We're starting
I'm scared
Flacco
of that
and
matchup.
Mariota over Brady. Oof.
I'm playing Flacco over Brady.
Yeah,
it's the yeah, I am too. And yeah, so I would do that. I would just start Brady and Mariota. And another quarterback tilt
Oh,
here
yeah.
for Adam Rush. What's up? What's going on? Welcome in, Big Tilt. In a QB
Uh-oh.
heavy scoring league, Rodgers or Tua.
Tua.
Thank you. So
easy.
I don't sound
Yep.
like a homer.
Tua.
I was
There's
It's
gonna be
even
a lot of
Tua
points
real
scored in that
fast.
game. Yeah. I know like everyone's just I don't want, everyone's just kind of riding what happened last week with Tua, but like it's
the
also
Bucks.
You have to
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
It's
you have to
it's
ride
also
what we
Jalen
saw out of
Waddle.
Rodgers
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
because his weapons are
Banged
just
up.
they aren't clicking yet.
And it's the Bucks.
Yeah.
We've seen them struggle real hard against the Bucks
Carlton
before. Yeah.
Davis, Jamel Dean, like these
They
guys
both
are
are. They're both.
serious
Yeah, for real.
cornerbacks.
Yeah. And now
Sure.
you got Antoine Winfield playing in the slot. So even when you go 3 wide receiver set, it's like, who are you throwing it to? Tunyon?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Yeah.
Brad Arsake says golf is there on the
Go
wire.
for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Snatch
for
up golf.
sure.
I think that's a shootout.
Golf
Good
is there?
game today.
Shootout.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw that.
Yeah, he might throw a couple of touchdowns, maybe three touchdowns today.
And then let me
hope.
go back up to where
My boy.
he was.
The sun god.
I love the Sun God. All right. Let's answer one for well, that wasn't a question. All right, so Big Greens. Michael Thomas says 3 touchdowns in 2 games. He says there will be at least 4 in 3.
4. Yeah, I
after
think
the anytime touchdown is an absolute lock.
see?
For a
See?
prop for Big
Anytime?
Greens.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go back to that. Yeah.
Not
I think
first
so.
touchdown, but anytime.
But anytime
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that's a
I don't
lock
know if
for
it's an
sure.
absolute lock.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel
I
like he's
think
can't
so,
guard Mike
too.
again. It's just starting to feel that way. If I knew Winston was healthy, I'd be even more bullish. But I like that Big Greens.
Chris Brewer,
Not
my
that Big
bad.
Greens is a Homer Saints fan or anything.
Yeah.
Chris Brewer, tuning in here. Thank you for hanging on. Moser or Jacobs?
Jacobs.
Now that Jacobs is
Now that we
playing.
got that news from the chef, yeah, I go Jacobs. I don't trust Mosert's usage at all yet.
Yeah, no, it's a 50-50 kind of thing.
And you don't know what kind of game this is going to be. So, no, I go Jacobs.
Uh.
Jacobs gives me 15 carries and a chance at a touchdown near the goal line.
Yeah.
And I'm going back up to Zach here.
Yeah, up against Tennessee with the worst run defense in the league. Yeah, give me Jacobs.
Yep. Zach's got another one. He needs 2 wide receivers and 2 flex out of these guys. Michael Thomas, Terry McLaurin, Drake London, DJ Moore, Jeff Wilson, and
What
Chase
problems?
Edmonds.
Look at this lineup, man.
Need 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. Well,
Just start the first 4 and call it a day. No?
give me
Oh.
Drake London, Michael Thomas as my 2 wide receivers. I'll flex
Okay.
Terry McLaurin
And DJ Moore.
and Jeff Wilson.
Ooh. You hate DJ Moore, huh?
Over
I
DJ
know,
Moore.
I hate the usage too.
I don't like the
yeah.
Terry McLaurin pick as much.
I don't either, man.
But-
Against Slay, dude.
I'll take McLaurin over DJ Moore, and hopefully that Slay doesn't shadow Terry all day. It's so tough, man.
Yeah,
DJ
dude.
Moore hasn't done diddly squat for you yet.
Yeah. Here we go, Tilton. I thought it was going to be real easy, but I'm starting to
Is
look at Jeff
Lattimore-
Wilson like I want
Lattimore's
a
playing,
little.
right?
Oh yeah, you wanted piece of Jeff Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you got to
All
bench
right.
either DJ Moore or Terry McLaurin, which is absurd. 3 weeks
I
ago,
mean,
when
I
we're
would
at the
rather.
draft, and you take these guys in the 4th and 5th round, and you're like, oh, Terry McLaurin and DJ Moore, I'm set at wide receiver, and now you're like, I'm benching them.
I agree with
Oof.
the sense that you drafted DJ Moore to be a wide receiver 2 in your offense.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part is, I mean, he only had 6 targets last week for 43. He caught 3 of them for 43 yards and a
Yeah.
touchdown, and then he was quiet in week 1.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they are not utilizing DJ Moore in the offense. They are not utilizing CMC the way you would hope.
I don't know what's
Baker,
happening. I
it would-
don't know what they're doing in Carolina.
It's Matt Rule, dude, and I don't expect him to be the coach much longer.
There
than
it
week
is. Hot
4.
seat call. See you later.
If they lose this
I mean-
game, he's probably going to lose his job. He's the first one out this year in the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk about Chase Edmonds too, because Juan, you listed off an entire school bus full of people on the Bills side that are out on the defensive
Yeah,
side.
no.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
they're
Chase
going to be in
Edmonds
street clothes.
isn't not in this
They're
conversation.
going to be in street clothes.
They are.
No,
They're
it
going to be in
hasn't-
street clothes.
It hasn't looked like sexy coming into this game, but like,
Yeah, you know what?
I think this might be
could
the
pro-
week.
I might make a push for that then. If we're going to be scared of Slay for McLaurin, and if we're not going to go with DJ Moore because he hasn't gotten the usage, then might as well take the 2 running backs and throw them in the flex, because I feel like Jeff Wilson should have himself a little bit of success against Denver. And Chase Edmonds, like we said, it's probably an hour ago, so maybe people weren't tuning in. 2 defensive tackles, you're starting defensive tackles, you're starting middle linebacker, and you're starting safeties. That's what you need to succeed at stopping the run. Like that's if you take away that, like, yeah, you might be able to rush the passer, and yeah, you still have Von Miller. Tremaine Edmonds is a really good outside linebacker, but like you're missing an entire center of your team, and I think they're going to get gashed at some point by Chase Edmonds.
I think
I'd
that's
be
a
willing to
big
take
deal,
my
man.
chances.
I do. I'm gonna give me Michael Thomas, Drake London, Jeff Wilson, Chase Edmonds.
I would go that way,
Give me that.
but I hate benching Terry McLaurin and DJ Moore. Great tilt,
I
Zach,
do
by the
too.
way.
I do too.
I
but
agree,
you
guys.
said-
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
my
cool.
gosh, that was
Oof,
tough.
Zach, that was
Hey, give him the sounder. Give him the sounder.
good
Yeah,
news.
I'll
Yeah,
give it to
give him
him.
that
Yeah,
one,
give it
please.
to him.
You
That one
drop
hurt me.
Zach.
Tilt of the week.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, when you're
Come on,
talking
Zach.
about benching Terry McLaurin and DJ Moore, and you got to make decisions like this, that's tilt of the week material.
Sure is. I'm gonna jump down here to Nick. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by.
Welcome, Nick.
Cordero Patterson or Michael Carter flex spot full PPR. This is a good one too,
Ooh.
right? Full
If we're basing it on trends, again, 100 all-purpose yards for Javonte in week 1, 100 all-purpose words given up, 100 all-purpose given up in week 2 to Jeff Wilson by that Seattle defense. I think Cordero Patterson gets 100 yards, but I love Michael Carter. So
Yeah,
he gives you that 10
Michael
points.
Carter's
Jimmy
getting that
Patterson.
air.
Yeah, right.
Jimmy Patterson.
He's going to give you 10 points, right? He's going to give me 10
And it-
plus the catches, right?
Yeah, plus the catches.
Plus the catch.
He's
10 to 15.
averaging 14.9 fantasy points of PPR
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah, he gives you that. And it happens that Seattle's giving that up. Let's go with that.
Yeah, Seattle is, I believe, the 21st against fantasy running backs right now. So
Yeah.
compared to what? Cincinnati, I think it's like 11th.
I'm seeing
or 8th or
Cincinnati's
something.
11th. They're 11th,
Yeah.
giving up 16.8, and but this I think that might be half point I have down. And the Seahawks are 18th with 20.5. Carter caught all 5 of his targets last week.
I just don't
I like that. Come from behind. It could be face a similar situation, but I just feel like Cordero Patterson's safer.
He is.
Yeah, I think
safer.
I agree. I think that I would go with the safer play there too.
Yeah, week 1,
question,
that
though.
game against the Broncos against the Seahawks in that game, they threw 3 tosses to the right-hand side, 3 toss plays to the right for Javonte. Every one of them, he got 10 yards. I love Patterson with that toss play to the right side. You know what I mean? Like, it's just little things like that are just gash 'em plays. You know what I mean? And 100 yards all purpose to one running back and 100 the next week. It feels like Cordero Patterson gets 100 yards and he gets that, what Shep said, 14.9 points.
And
He gets you something like that.
And with the Cincinnati Bengals coming into the Jets stadium, I feel like Breece Hall and Michael Carter can do the same thing.
They are. It's
And
not
Breece
too
is,
different.
Breece is a little bit better.
Sure, he is a little
And-
bigger and a little better.
bit better, a little bigger. It's just hard to put my faith behind Michael Carter as much as I like him as a player, and
Mhm.
I liked him as a prospect coming
Yeah.
out last year. You know,
Yeah.
I do love me some North Carolina running backs,
Th-
but
There's
give me Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, there's no question that like it's not like Algier is going to come in and push the usage or take away any kind of touches from Cordero Patterson. He'll be just fine.
I mean, he may around the goal line, but
Maybe.
you have the same situation with Brees Hall and Michael Carter
right.
against Cincinnati, who has a better defense. So,
Word. I'm gonna go up here to Dame Roche. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. That's not working. What am I doing here? All right. So I got I got a couple for him right here. So who should they start in PPR? Tony Pollard or Jahan Dotson in the flex?
Dotson.
Give me Dotson for sure.
give me Dotson.
Give me Dotson.
Yeah, give me Dotson. Nice. I like that.
Yeah, we're
So then
scoring
moving on
touchdowns,
down
man. We're
here
gonna keep
to-
rolling this
While you're
dice.
on a
For
heater,
sure.
you
Stay
don't
on the heater.
leave.
Don't leave the table.
Don't leave the table on a heater. And in the quarterback non-PPR league, Tua or Hurts.
Hurts.
It's Hurts.
Just give me Hurts. Just that unbelievable rushing upside.
Give me Hurts. Yeah, that
Yeah.
rushing floor, the rushing.
we love
upside,
Tua this week.
everything, Yeah,
We
yeah,
love
but
Tua
still,
this week,
yeah,
but that rushing
there's no
upside is
question
just
with Hurts.
And I mean, Tua or Hurts, they're not going to catch any balls, so you don't have to worry about that.
The
in
PPR, yeah.
That is true. Yeah. And this is last one PPR league, Irv Smith or Hayden Hurst.
This is a good one.
This
because
is good.
Smith started to get
Smith or
some
Hurst?
utilization.
Yeah, he looked
Hurst-
good last week.
Hurst was okay. Are they going to
7
need
for
to use the
5.
tight end with
Mouths to
with
feed.
Or 5 for
Higgins
7.
back in the offense? He might be on the blocking side of things.
Boyd was getting work. Higgins is back. Chase is Chase. Give
I
me
want to
Irv Smith.
say give me Irv Smith,
Irv.
and I
He's
know I
back.
was off of him last week, and they finally used him. Are they going to have to use him in a game like this?
Yeah, I think that's the Irv Smith. Yeah, that's a shootout
When
game.
it's more of a shootout game,
But
and they
you still got to use him.
So here's
Here's
my
tight end
philosophy.
four
I
on
think he
the
gets a
behind this.
touchdown today.
So
I
my
think-
philosophy
I think
behind
he
this
might.
is,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
the Philadelphia Eagles, their
Mhm.
pass defense is strong. Detroit, not so much.
Right,
So what happened was the receivers for Minnesota were covered. Slay put on
the
hard
blanket
on
on Justin
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Yeah,
Thielen was pretty much unmentioned throughout the game, maybe until
Right to
like
the end.
to the fourth quarter. And then they leaned on Irv Smith. That was the game script that
Right.
they had to play with. They're not going to play with that game script today against the Detroit Lions. But like I said, Hayden
mean,
Hurst,
O-
same situation.
Okuda was supposed to be a Slay type. Like
Give
they
me
drafted
Irv
him after they
Smith.
let him go. You know what
We
I mean?
did
So
talk
yeah,
about
this is
how-
corners.
I don't like
We
this
also did
tilt
talk
at
about
all.
how we think it's going
It's
to
a
be a
tough tilt.
mixing game, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Right. So
Yeah,
if they're
I
not
would
really
go
going to have
Irv.
to go there, I think I would go Irv too. He was targeted 8 times last week. He's on the field for 58 or 56% of the snaps and had an 18% target share, and that's like overall, not just for.
and that'll
for,
keep
like,
going. I
tight
think
ends.
that keeps going up. As far
Yeah.
as how much he's on the field and what they
trust
want to do. I think he's on there. Yeah, I'll go Irv.
I need to move Irv Smith up a little bit in my ranking.
There
I
you
think so. I
go.
think that's
After
probably
that
fair.
Give him a
Yeah,
little
so
conversation.
bump up.
I like that one, Dame, and I'm going out right here for kicks.
I'm
from
going to
Mexico.
move them next to each other.
All right. Well, how do we feel about this one? Tight end Ertz or Irv, and he's got Kyler.
Yeah, stack it. Stack it. Coming from behind, garbage time. There's a bunch of
give me
different ways.
Ertz.
Red
Yeah,
zone.
give me Ertz.
Yeah, no Hopkins, no Rondale. Yeah, give me Ertz. Give me Ertz.
Cool. Yeah, I like that too. I like that. All right, I'm gonna lock that one up. And let's go back up to Brad. Another one quarterback here. Tom Brady, Tannehill, or Flacco.
Jeez.
Give me Flacco.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, give me
Flacco.
Falco.
Give me Slim.
Ugh.
Give me Joe Cool.
Oh, man, it
Yeah, man.
sucks. man.
It does suck, dude.
But you know what? It's
Ugh.
changing of the guard, my
Hey,
friends.
300 yards and 4 touchdowns is something you
Yeah.
can't argue against, bro.
We saw
It
Malik
sure is.
Willis come in last week.
Hey, he's coming.
Right?
Malik Willis is
Mhm.
coming.
Mhm.
Just can't wait to get Kenny Pickett back in there.
He's
gonna
coming
happen.
too.
JAC, he's coming too. JAC, what's going on? Welcome in.
Welcome.
Start 3. Wide receiver 1, 2, and a flex. Allen Robinson, Tyler Lockett, Rashad Penny.
There's a name we haven't said in a while, huh?
Which
Give
one?
me
Lockett.
Kamara.
Lockett. No,
We
Kamara,
haven't said it
Keenan
in a
Allen.
while, yeah.
Kamara as your flex.
Mm-hmm.
Allen Robinson.
And Keenan, if he's playing,
Keenan if he's playing. If
And
he's
not
not
Hollywood.
playing.
Hoboken.
I'm not picking Hoboken.
You don't want to
You're
go to
gonna,
Hackensack?
you're gonna take Lockett over. You're gonna go to Hackensack. You're gonna take Lockett over Hollywood or Hackensack. They lock it over Dubuque.
Yeah, give me Lockett.
Wow,
against AJ Terrell.
you're crazy.
Oh, really?
Give me Lockett over
Against
Hollywood Brown
AJ
this week.
Terrell,
If Keenan's
Wow.
playing, you're playing Keenan.
yes. And we're playing Allen Robinson.
Yeah, and you have to play Kamara in your flex.
Yes.
There's no way that you're
So
not.
between Lockett, Penny, and Hollywood. Oh, well,
You can't have
actually,
Penny
not
as a
Penny.
running
Exactly.
back.
So between Lockett and Hollywood, damn, I guess.
I'm
yeah.
going to lean Lockett.
Oof.
I guess I'm gonna lean Lockett too. He's still hard to
Lockett
predict.
over Hollywood?
He had 37% of the 50. Oh,
I
wow. Okay,
know.
hold on. I didn't realize this. 58% of the wide receiver targets last week. 58% of the wide receiver targets. 37% target share.
Yeah, but if
all
that's
day
like
long.
if Gino threw it to the wide receiver 7 times, that doesn't really count. You know what I mean? Like he's not really throwing the ball.
I mean,
Like,
he put to
but I
him
think
11
this is
times last
where
week.
they open
11
up
targets.
a little bit
9.
more.
He had
This is a
11?
matchup.
He had 11 targets. 9 for 107 was Lockett's final line last week
let's go Lockett.
against the
Lock
Niners.
it up.
Against the Niners.
See? See?
Yep.
You
all right,
win.
boys, lock it up.
Analytics. He
Cool.
pulled out his notepad and got me.
Numbers don't lie.
No.
I mean, it is a great matchup
Until they
with
do.
Marquise Brown, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but give me Lockett over that one.
I think Ramsey
Yeah.
shuts that man down.
Sure.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
I can't wait to see these football games. And
I mean,
what
he doesn't have
happens, dude.
DeAndre Hopkins.
know.
Who's he going
I
to
know.
stick? He's going to stick
Yeah,
Hollywood
yeah,
Brown.
yeah,
How he's gonna
yeah.
take Hollywood?
He'll move
Yeah.
around with him for sure.
That's a good point. I might want to move some things around for Hollywood. Brad, did we do this one? Higbee or Pitts?
No, we
No,
did
no,
not.
we did not.
And I'm going to play Pitts.
I'm gonna play Pitts too. Next week we might start having conversations about Pitts.
If he
If it
doesn't
doesn't
show up
work out.
this week for redraft, oh man, it's gonna be so bad for Dynasty. I'm
gonna light on
holding
fire.
no matter what. Until
Why are
they
you
get a
doing
new
Pitts? You going
quarterback.
Pitts over Higbee?
Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'm
alright.
gonna keep
Because I
banging
know
my head
as soon
against
as
the
they
wall.
have
There's no
Ritter,
way.
as soon as they have Ritter in that offense, dude, Kyle Pitts is gonna be a target monster.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Like I can't do it yet. Not yet.
I think they changed their game script a little bit up today. Arthur Smith's an idiot.
Sure. I love it. Smoke E, welcome back.
Boogie.
Hey,
CE
Smokey.
or Darrell Henderson at flex PPR.
CH.
Ooh, he
This is a
likes
good
the.
question. I know because I love
CH.
Henderson so much, but I also don't like the.
Well, we
usage.
have the problems with the usage and the,
The
game
usage.
script and acres and who's the hot hand. I go CH.
What was his line last?
Give me CH.
It's a good tilt, but still.
Yeah, all right. It is a good
CH
tilt,
is
but
the way. CH is the
Yeah,
way to go.
He's
Upside.
not quite that running back
No,
one that you
no,
want, but
no.
he's a bona fide RB2.
But no Shaq Leonard. The ball's going all over the
Yeah.
place. Like, yeah, give me CH.
He is
Going back
part
up
of
to
the
Big
offense.
Greens here.
Yeah.
We missed this one. I like
Big
this one.
Greens is back
Dortch or
in.
Dobbins?
Dortch. I need to see Dobbins. I want to pick Dobbins.
Do you
but
need
I
to see it that
see-
much over like between this one, like between this flex? Is there something where so you got to figure if this is your flex, the rest of your team, you know what I mean? Like, do you want to go for it's a ceiling versus a floor here? I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Right.
let me get 10 points over Dobbins gets 4 carries for 11 yards, and he looked good in the 4 carries. He had one of them that was a 7-yard gain, and he caught a pass out of the backfield, but we didn't really use him, and we didn't need him too much, maybe, or it went to Drake. All the carries, like it just scares me too much. Like, I
Give
don't.
me Greg Dortch.
Yeah,
I'm
give
on
me-
the same page.
Give me Dortch.
13 targets over
It's
the past
it's opportunity.
11 receptions with a touchdown. He has had over 13 fantasy points per game. Last week, he had 15.5 when he scored the touchdown, caught all 4 of his targets. They are looking for him in the middle of the field.
Playing from behind. Give me the garbage time opportunities
Against a crappy Rams pass defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Dortch.
Yeah.
Instead of the snap share or the snap count, rather,
yeah.
of J.K. Dobbins, the unsurety of the situation there.
Yeah, I just
Agreed.
went back and looked at some things. I'm all right.
Yeah, I
cool.
mean, it's a great tilt, and you have great
Sure.
reason to ask for it, Big Greens. But
Yeah.
I'm leaning Dortch this week
Yeah.
until the fire burns out, man. I'm burning the Dortch.
Burn the Dortch.
my Dortch is on fire.
I love it.
Jim Rambo back
We don't
again.
need no water.
Let my Dortch burn. In Jim Rambo's other league, we got a flex Ramondre Stevenson, Adam Thielen, JD McKissick, or Noah Brown.
That's a popular name nowadays.
Give me
Noah Brown
Stevenson.
is but I think Stevenson might take it here.
Yeah.
No, Brown is
Stevenson.
going up, man. Keep
I
an eye
mean,
on
he had
Noah
that
Brown.
one spot game where he blew up a little bit. I think Michael Gallup comes back this week.
Oh, does he? Huh?
Yeah, it's going to be
I
his
think they were
debut
saying that.
against the
Yeah.
Giants
Nice.
in a windy game
Right.
where you may not throw the ball too much with
Yeah.
Cooper Rush.
Let's go, Ramondre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's go,
Ooh, I got to
Ramondre.
remind myself about that.
Oh, it's time too, huh?
It's 11:30. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, wait, hold on.
I love the
Let's start
chef
here.
still has this up here. This isn't aging well.
Not yet.
Yeah, it is.
Man, that hurt last week, bro.
Bruh, he's on
gonna keep
fire right
doing
now.
it.
He's gonna talk about
Dude,
somebody on
he's
that heater.
fire. It was a little pooch pass that got him into the end zone.
Those
I
still
don't want
counts.
to hear that
Those
he's
still
on
counts.
fire.
Still count.
God.
These
Two
guys-
And after
defensive
week
question
one, we
here.
were like,
from
That
Denver.
man Peterson is in his bag calling plays, dude. Peterson is back to like, Philly special Peterson. I love it.
I'm so happy he's down there.
Yeah, right.
I'm like legitimately, like for the Jags, like after last year
Oh,
and everything. Like I
they
love that.
deserve it. It's about time.
Okay,
The Jags
WP.
fan base deserves that. Get it.
They do. All right, Lucius, a little defensive here. Denver, Green Bay, or Kansas City.
Let me get that KC though. Because Matt Ryan looks an awful lot like old age Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz when he was with the Colts. Like for whatever reason, whoever is the Jacoby Brissett before that, like whoever's the
Does
Colts
Jonathan
quarterback,
Taylor
feels like they just
dismantle
turn it
them?
over. They just turn
Jonathan
the
Taylor
ball over.
finally like start to dismantle Kansas City this week.
I don't know.
Is
They're
that-
not as bad as you. They're not as bad as you think. We're like against the run. But then again, it's
24th?
defense and special teams, and you need points. I'm not going Denver against the 49ers. I'm not going to do that.
Over under is 50.5.
With Von Miller?
I kind of want to stay away from that
They're
game.
Nova Miller.
Defensive
Oh,
wise.
no, Von Miller. I'm living
No.
in the past.
Yeah.
There's a 50.5 point over under for that Chiefs Colts game. Chiefs.
That's a
Kansas City
lot.
by 5.5. That's a lot of points. So I mean,
Yeah.
is that a lot of
I didn't know it
points
was that
coming-
high.
think I
I
might-
thought mid 40s.
All right. So
Yeah,
I might go Green Bay here.
I was thinking the same thing.
And the reason why is because Brady is without weapons. All right. So it
Yep.
may be a
Low
lower yardage
scoring game.
game, lower scoring game. They may
Mhm.
pick him off, Jair Alexander, Russell Douglas, playing against Russell Gage. And
Oh, yeah. Darnell Savage.
a
and,
question
Amos,
mark.
Yeah.
we might see a blaze of Scotty Miller somewhere. But
I was hyped on the Green Bay defense at the beginning of the year because on paper, when you're talking about Kenny Clark and Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith, like you're supposed to
just
be
can't
really
stop
good.
the
They got
run.
Quay Walker that they drafted. Like they're supposed to be really good.
man, Denver's defense is doing okay.
Yeah, Bradley Chubb's been in there and getting some sacks, and they the acquisition of who was of Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory looks good too, coming off the edge. So like they can put a little pressure. Justin Simmons is a really good safety, and their corners are great. I love Surtain. But then the 49ers, like they're classic run the
Full
ball. You
force
know what I
Denver.
mean? And I
Yeah.
think Kittle's back and the full supplement of weapons. Like
Give me Green Bay over that.
Green
I
Bay
have
over
as
Denver.
9. I have Denver as 6, but with having Kittle back, that kind of turns it a little bit.
yeah,
So yeah, give me Green Bay.
Yep, I'm gonna take Green Bay here.
great tilt though.
Uh,
3 good
yeah, great
defenses to decide between.
I'm going down to
Ooh,
TS.
here go TS. Here we go.
Mike Williams or Ayuk PPR. TS, by the way, thank you for
The
for
chef
hanging
started
in.
saying "ooh" before anything even happened, bro. Oof.
This is
Damn it.
so
I
like
don't
okay,
Give me Mike Williams.
Yeah. Even if it's Daniel, right? God.
Yeah, give me Mike Williams.
Yeah.
You can't.
I
and
know.
we just talked
Yes,
about Denver's
yeah,
defense. But
yes.
I mean, you're talking Patrick Surtain.
Yeah. No, Ayuk is too suspect for you to not start Mike Williams.
I'm
over
not
him.
high
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the receivers for San Francisco this week. Oh, he's going to get Ronald
They only have one
Darby.
wide receiver because Debo's a running back. So
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, Debo's
Juwan
running back.
Jennings is there.
4
man.
for
Don't
50.
don't discount
Oh,
Juwan Jennings in the
sorry, I
slot.
forgot about Danny Gray. Oh.
I'm gonna keep
Danny
going with
Gray.
TS too.
He was a thing in the offseason.
Yeah,
a lot
he
of people were
was.
picking him
I
up.
got him on a bunch of my dynasty squads. Yeah, he had a home run and a preseason game too. And I was like, yeah,
Smash accept.
no, thank you.
Fun.
Yeah, let's go,
to
Mike Williams.
Stash. We'll go Williams there, and then Irv Smith or Logan Thomas PPR. We just talked about Irv. Let me look at the
Too many mouths to feed. I'm gonna go Irv. But I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Give me Logan Thomas.
These people in this tilt are going to drive me to drink. Oh no, I was drinking already.
Hat.
Oh man,
It's closer than you think.
give me
Shaq.
Logan Thomas for the reasons that I said about Irv Smith earlier about the receivers being able to do things.
Okay.
The receivers against Philadelphia for the Washington Commandos, the Mandos. I mean, they may get their butts.
I don't know if you
licked.
should call them Mandos. Like, you can make them sound cool, like the Mandalorian
Mandos,
kind. Yeah, but
yeah.
like, but they're not supposed to be cool. I like commies better. Like, I feel like they're
No,
the
no, no.
enemy.
Now they're
I
they're
feel
like
they're the
Ruskies.
enemy. Yeah, exactly. They're the commies.
But
Like,
they're
I feel
not.
like
They're Washington. It's
they're
the
your
nation's
enemies.
capital.
They're Mr. Swanson's enemies.
there are
Like, I
enemies,
don't know.
Chef. Like they're yeah.
I mean, I have
Commies.
I have John Dotson. I have Curtis
Oh,
Samuel.
we're not talking about being friendly with
Right,
them.
I'm
I'm
just
fantasy.
being a
we got to
fantasy.
trade with them. We got to trade with them. They make the best vodka.
All right. So I'm being fantasy friendly here, and then I will go with the Commandos.
Caliendos. They're Spanish now. They're like Frank Caliendo.
Commandos.
Oh my God.
Give me Logan
Kamara
Thomas over
status,
Irv
just,
Smith.
yeah, I'll take Logan Thomas as well. Kamara's
Yeah, let's
status is
go.
now officially healthy, so Kamara's out there and playing.
Oh yeah, it's time. We're
questions
6
about
minutes
that
past the
anymore.
injury report. We should be good to go
Yeah.
now.
We're getting some stuff up in here.
Let's go.
Wino Tony said he had a second question. Thank you guys for sticking with us. We got
sure.
this is crazy because we got a lot of stuff. We're jumping around. All right, so Wino Tony in his other league, does he roll with Herbert or go with Fields or pick up Carr, Goff, Mariota, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, Jimmy G, or Flacco? They're not as terrible as you think, though.
Well, the chef's in love with Flacco, so he's going to tell you.
No. I'm going to go Goff here.
Yeah.
Goff.
I would
Wait.
go Goff here too.
Yeah, no, wait. Oh, Carr with the wind. I don't know. I might go Carr, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to go Goff
Really?
with a potential shootout in Minnesota.
I don't think you can go wrong with Carr, Goff. Damn, even Mariota's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Carr,
I would
Goff,
go
or- I
Goff
mean-
and hold on to him.
But he's still got. We're not doing Fields because he won't throw it more than 5 yards down the field.
No, I just no.
Okay.
Like
All right.
I can't.
All right. Hey,
I don't even know if it's his fault. Like there's no. They're gonna give the ball to Monty, and that's really I don't really.
And run the ball with Justin Fields.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the
It's
little bit of a
backyard
floor.
football right now. We can't.
It's not.
There's no
The
projection.
Texans have been playing decent defense
Yeah.
too, somehow, some way. Like
I'm
I don't
gonna- I'm
even
gonna
know.
go-
Like
yeah.
I know like 3 players on their defense. Like what?
To answer this question, it's either Carr or Goff, and I would take Goff with the matchup with the potential shootout today. That's
I would
my,
too.
That's my
Yeah.
take.
Plus,
I
I
like
love
that.
I love how Amon-Ra St. Brown suddenly makes Jared Goff a lot
I mean, he
a
was there
lot
all
sexier of an option.
all
know what I'm
last
saying?
year.
What?
He was there all last year. We got
Yeah, I
some
know, but,
injury
You're
updates
really
here.
starting to see him like come alive. Which
I'm not
anymore?
going to do the drop. Yeah, so Alvin
Yeah, we're not
Kamara,
gonna do the drop.
J.K. Dobbins, Gabe Davis, Hayden Hurst, Josh Jacobs, Dawson Knox are all active. Inactive, Jacoby Myers, Taysom Hill.
Mm,
Oh,
Mm.
I didn't know that.
Yep,
yeah,
yep, that
ribs.
just came in.
I didn't know Taysom Hill wasn't going to play. Wow.
So JC wants to know that if
Kenyon
there's any
Drake
final
is
word on Kamara.
inactive. That means they
Kenyon
are
Drake.
going to give J.K. Dobbins a little bit more of a role.
Who's not playing?
Kenyon Drake,
Inactive?
inactive.
Oh, that might change some things.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I still want to see it first.
What are you waiting for, Mike Davis?
Oh, now it was,
No, I
Justice
want
Hill?
to see. I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the usage and how they
That's
use
what
them.
it's
You know, or use them as usage. But right now, that's what I've got off of the Twitters. But Jacoby Myers, take him out of your lineups. Taysom Hill, if you had him in there as a late tight end / quarterback option, get him out of there.
Yeah.
And T.J. Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift, and Aiden Hutchinson are all active against Minnesota.
Aiden Hutchinson is going to be a problem.
He is
It's a
banged up
situation.
though.
Yeah. And then he messed around and got 3 sacks at the end of the game last week. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Crazy. JC wants to know that if so now that we know that Kamara can play, we think he'll be on accounts. I don't
No.
think so.
No, I don't think so.
No, he'll be free to go.
Also,
I-
Isaiah Likely is
yeah.
healthy.
Oh, that was a surprise.
That's a good one.
That's a
Isaiah-
surprise.
But
that-
Duvernay
that
is
is-
playing though, correct?
Still haven't seen that up yet. Wait,
Yeah,
coming right
I
now.
believe Duvernay is going to play.
Hawkinson is now healthy. Isaiah Likely is now healthy. Bailey Zapp is out.
Yeah, Duvernay was cleared for week 3, so he is going to play. So Isaiah Likely is likely on your bench this week. I like
Nice
Likely
like
if
him
he was going to fill in with more of a target share.
Some kind of targets.
Yeah,
There's too
you
many to
can't
go
put
around.
a nail on the head yet,
especially
especially in that offense
against New England.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacob
They'll learn
Johnson,
from
what's
their
going
mistake.
on? Well, I like this a lot.
I like
DJ
this
Moore
too.
or Miles Sanders, PPR.
Give me Sanders.
Give Sanders.
Yes. I'll tell you why I like it. That's
Give me
why.
the Colonel.
Let's go.
He's gonna tell you his
Sanders
right.
is
Like
gonna-
you gonna tell me?
I think Sanders is gonna have a great day. A great day.
I think the prop bet situation is like
Justin,
64 and a half yards for him over under. And I think he
Against
smashes.
Washington.
Yeah, I think he gets it.
Yeah.
I think he goes over.
What do you
that.
have? Like 80 yards last week?
I think so. Yeah.
Didn't get in the end zone, but he did get in the end zone week 1.
He did
That's
have
the only
80.
concern I have about Miles Sanders.
Touchdowns.
The
Yeah, 'cause
usage
Jalen
around
Hurts
the
takes him.
goal line between
Hurts.
Kenneth Gainwell, Hurts, Sanders.
They've been pretty creative
and
down
Boston
there.
Scott.
Yeah, they
We
messed
saw in
around
week
down
1.
there.
All
Real
4
quick.
of them got in.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, you see how much Hurts is doing this on the ground. Eventually, they're going to start game planning for him, and like the Eagles know that, so they're gonna, just flip. Oh, you think it's going to be Hurts?
You hope they
Oh,
know
it's
that,
Sanders.
but no, Miles
I'm hoping,
Sanders.
I'm hoping Sanders
by
takes
a
20
smart guy.
from like the
until-
20,
Smart
from the
guy.
18 before you even get down to the goal line.
He
I feel like
he
could-
can do that. He can break
Yeah.
that. Like, and then I
Yeah.
think Sanders is gonna have a good day today.
Yeah, take the Hurts out.
Corey
of it, but
Davis
get
is
him.
healthy.
Oh yay!
Corey Davis is healthy. That's another one I just got in here.
He's still in the league.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
up
he's on
here
the
to Beardy
Jets.
does
I hope he
coverage.
doesn't mess with Garrett Wilson's
He
targets.
had that long touchdown in week 1. I remember.
The
Oh no, it was
broken
last week.
play.
It was last week.
Broken play last.
It was
week.
last week. It was last week. Beardy does covers. What's up? Welcome back. Thank you for hanging
Welcome
on.
back.
Judy
Thanks.
expected to play or Jeff
That's what they
Wilson
say.
in his flex this week. And thank you so much.
Love you right back. Beardy does covers.
Love you, man. Let's go.
I love Judy's talent. I just hate that offense right now and where they are. Like the fans
I
have to help them
know.
call the play on time and like. No, I'm serious. Like
It's so
that's
embarrassing,
funny. Like
man.
we're joking, but yeah, it's
It-
embarrassing
I
that the
know,
fans have to
but
do a
it is.
countdown to make sure you get the playoff in time. They aren't getting the plays in on time through the headset with Nathaniel Hackett. Like I don't know what's happening. And Judy, like Chef said, got bailed out with the long play in week 1.
I
Like,
mean, he does look for him, but I just don't know.
I
man.
think Jeff Wilson's safer. It's again, are
Jeff Wilson's going to definitely get you guaranteed
right?
fantasy
So
points.
yeah, if you want a floor, take Jeff Wilson. If you want to hit a home run, you're behind like Zach was earlier. Like
and
one
I
of those
believe
situations.
Hamler is going to play
Yeah,
today, and
it
if he
seems like it.
does, like they're going to mix some things up.
And they throw it to Albert. Oh, and they throw it to the damn fullbacks.
spread it
like,
around,
they
like-
throw it to everybody. And they don't throw it much. And they want
Eric
to play
Sauber had a
slow.
touchdown last week.
And 49ers would like to play slow too. If Shanahan had his way, he's going to run it slow. I think I would play Jeff Wilson.
I mean, if you feel like you're going to be behind, like by big, go with Judy.
Yeah.
But
Try to hit a
Jeff
home run.
Wilson should get the job done for you in the flex this week. I'm
Mhm.
thinking
That's a
like
good way
at
to put it.
least 10 fantasy points.
Yeah. He had 100 all purpose last week.
Yeah.
So why not?
Did we do this? We did. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Alright,
went
cool.
Patterson.
I'm gonna go up real quick just to make Zach. Thank you. I like that. We did Mike Williams.
Yeah, we
already.
haven't said that today, Zach. Good
Yeah,
shit.
Did we
injuries
do this
become
one by Matt
designation.
McCoy?
I don't think so. I wanted to get back up here because I missed this one. JAC said he was coming in late. All right, no, so we did
We
that.
did that.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss
I don't think he'll be on a pitch count. No.
any terrible options. We did that. Big Greens, Dortch or
Ooh,
Stack. Oh,
wait, this is-
okay. So Greg Dortch or
This is new.
I think we did this because
No,
we said we didn't
he
want to do
mentioned
Michael
it
Thomas and
earlier,
Olave
yeah.
on the same team, right?
I
Yeah.
think we went Dortch.
I think we just
Yeah,
do-
yeah.
I think this
I would
was-
go Dortch MT. Yeah, I would leave Olave out.
Yeah, I wouldn't
And,
play both of them.
We did this one too. All right, cool. So going right back down because we got some more coming in. And here we go. All right, Brad needs one wide receiver, one flex. All right, so Mike Williams, Javonte Williams, Mike Thomas, Christian Kirk.
Oh,
Garrett
Lord, have
Wilson.
mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad, the team is
Ugh.
great.
Such a good team. Give me Javonte
It is a
Williams.
really good team. He does need one each, so he has to
Oh,
have. We
wait, I
have to
don't
pick a
know,
wide
though.
receiver out of
You're
this.
definitely
Alright, so
putting
let's-
Javante in your
let's do that.
lineup, aren't you?
was gonna say, like-
are you
Okay.
over all the receivers? You don't
can
have
we
to.
Can we do Mike Thomas and Garrett Wilson?
You can.
Sign me up.
You feel like that's an option.
I thought we started like
Sign
fading
me up.
Thomas a little bit on account of Winston's back.
Nah, Big Green's got me back in.
I mean, I'm not
touchdowns a week.
totally fading him. He's definitely going to get targets. He's
Yeah,
definitely going to catch the
it's a
ball. Whether or not he
choosing,
scores
yeah.
a touchdown is my concern, really. And then if we look at the running back situation, Javonte Williams.
I love Javonte Williams. The
I
talent
mean, he's
is
so good, but San
right?
Francisco's run defense is like 6th best in the league. They're only allowing
it
10
is.
fantasy points,
top 10.
15 in PPR, and you have to split that between him
played
and
in a-
Melvin Gordon.
They played in a monsoon and then they played against Rashad Penny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much account I take into that. Like, I think Javonte could have a breakout game here. And you
That
hate
is a good
Kirk,
point.
but we didn't even mention him. He's on fire right now. Like, we're
not-
just going Michael Thomas and Wilson, and the chef's got his little piece of paper out. You know what I mean? Christian Kirk's.
Those are my quotes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely quoting
Oh,
the
you
chef.
stained it.
Says the chef.
You Scotch stained it.
It was
Eh.
bullet bourbon, but yeah.
I mean, he scored.
Yeah.
This is bad.
I'm going to live and die on this hill.
You're gonna probably die on it.
You
rolling
might
down
die on
that
a hill, Chef.
Yeah.
We'll see. We shall see. When they draft a wide receiver in the first round next year.
Oh, probably. You got to get him more weapons.
I mean, everybody
For
was on
me
that
here,
LaVishka train for so long.
Well, he can't even make the team in
Mhm.
Carolina. Holy, though I'm one of them. You're looking at me. He's looking at me. I like LaVisca. LaVisca should not
Should not have
LaVisca
drafted
should not have drafted that man. LaVisca
Bro, this
should
is
not.
hard.
It
This
is
is a
harder
good
than it
one.
looks. This is you go ahead, hit him with the sound.
Yeah, please.
Tilt of the week.
All right. So we have Michael Thomas in a good matchup against Carolina, Dante Jackson. I'm going to say Mike Thomas over Mike Williams. Get Mike Williams out of there just for the simple fact that if Herbert doesn't play, how much can you trust Chase Daniels to throw the ball to Mike Williams up against Tyson Campbell, who has been showing up recently? That Jacksonville secondary is not a bad deal. Although on the other hand, he could blast past Shaquille Griffin. So, who
So I
knows?
think we can all agree
Man, this one's tough.
that Javonte is the flex, right?
No.
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 Oh, I thought we
that's why
did.
I'm going Mike Thomas,
Oh.
Garrett Wilson with my original answer. Mike Thomas, Garrett Wilson. Lock it in.
Ugh.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to leave Javonte out. I think he can have a breakout game.
I don't want to leave him
I'm
out either.
struggling so bad.
I'm gonna
with
go. I'm gonna put Javonte in the flex. This is ridiculous. I'm putting Javonte in the flex, and I think, as much as I do want to start Garrett Wilson, I
that.
think
Michael Thomas is my number one.
I'm gonna
from
go.
all these.
I'm gonna go with Thomas there. I'm gonna go Javonte and Thomas.
Oh.
I gotta write this one down.
You guys are
Yeah,
hating
you're gonna have to
one.
write this one down. Let's go. How about
Garrett Wilson
We all
against
go
Mike
Michael.
Hilton
We're all going
in
Michael Thomas.
Cincy.
Mr. Swanson's taking Javonte. The chef
Mhm.
is taking Garrett Wilson, and I'm going to take Christian Kirk, and I'm going to make Brad Urseg tilt on his own. We all like Michael Thomas,
Oh my God.
and then Mr. Swanson.
So it's Michael Thomas and pick one.
and you pick one, except not Mike Williams.
Yeah, no. Stay
We
away from
agree.
Mike Williams
Yeah?
this week.
All right, cool.
Sheesh.
Wow. That was a tough
Wow.
one, Brad. Good
Yeah,
job,
that was,
Brad.
man.
You got us.
Big time. And Justin, we're probably gonna do first touchdown again soon because that was fun. Last week. We got a couple
yeah.
more over
We'll
here.
do
I
it
got a
at the end
couple
of
of
the
those.
show.
Yeah, I like that.
I got-
like the
I got
You
first
hit on a
one.
couple.
I did. I didn't get the.
Damn
If you
it.
don't,
I didn't put a bet in on it.
I know I should have.
I'm doing
All
whatever
right.
you
So
say, I'm
Matt
putting, like,
McCoy,
$20 on it.
what's going on, Matt? We got to fly through a couple of these here, man. We're getting some in at the end of the show. What's up, man? He needs to pick 2 running back spots between Jeff Wilson, David Montgomery, Cam Akers, Raheem Mostert, and then one guy in the flex if there's any left over for the running backs. Brandon Ayuk, Sterling Shepard, Darnell Mooney, Allen Robinson, or Bobby Trees. Ouch. All right, so 2 running backs.
Oh, this is a real tilt. Hold on, we gotta get.
Yeah, this is a good one. How many flex spots? One guy? One flex? You need 2 running backs. So give me Jeff Wilson and David Montgomery.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm on board with that.
'cause I don't know the usage of Cam Akers yet. He could have a
Nope.
bigger game, but we don't know.
It doesn't
yet.
matter. Yeah, Mostert can rip one off for
Hold up.
80 yards.
That's
You don't know,
insane.
but yeah, give me
okay.
Montgomery and Wilson. Sure.
and then I'm tilting between Shepard and A-Rob. And I think I'm going to go A-Rob.
A-Rob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go
Yeah,
A-Rob.
I will too, guys. I got to throw. This is we gotta
Great
go
tilt,
back.
Matt.
Matt, thank you. Great tilt.
Great tilt, Matt.
Remember this one that we just did?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gibson is
you went
also an
Javante. We
option.
wrote it
Yeah,
down.
I know. Gibson is also an option.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
against
I know.
the Eagles?
I didn't see that.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Against
I
the
didn't see
Eagles.
it.
Give me Gibson.
Is the game in Washington?
Is it Gibson or Wilson? Is
It's
that
in
what I have to
Washington.
do?
It's in Washington.
Oh, what was the full tilt? It was
Gibson,
Williams, we took him out.
Oh,
Yeah, so Antonio Gibson, Javante Williams, Mike Thomas, Christian Kirk, or Garrett Wilson.
Brad,
So we
just start
playing
whoever you want. They're all going to
Mike
be okay. I
Thomas.
like all of them. Oh man, just not Mike Williams.
I think Wilson will score more points than Gibson.
Chef's really high on Garrett Wilson. I don't trust it that much. I don't trust Joe Flacco as much. I don't care what happened to me last week. I got,
Is it PPR?
Yeah, I
Brad?
want to say yes.
I think it probably is.
Brad
Goodness.
killed us today. This is
Goodness. Yeah, man, this is oof. All right, I'm gonna go. Give me Gibson.
I'm
And,
sticking with it.
Okay.
Give me Mike Thomas and Garrett Wilson. I'm writing that down.
I'm going to stay with Mike Thomas and Christian Kirk.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm give me the running backs. Give me Javante Williams and Gibson.
Wow.
Ooh,
Do it.
Were you allowed to play both running backs?
Yeah, it's a
no.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
no,
one
no,
running
no.
back and one flex, right?
No, he says no. One wide receiver, one flex. I'm sorry.
So you'd have to lose
I'd have to
Javante
lose
to play
Javante and go for
Gibson.
No.
Gibson.
No, you're starting Javante over Gibson, right?
I mean,
All right.
because
I don't
there's more
Dude,
of a
this might be the
split there.
tilt of the year.
There's not as big
This
of a
is
split.
toughie.
Dude,
While we're sitting here setting
give
Brad's
me Gibson.
lineup for the week.
Give me Gibson.
Yeah.
Give me Gibson over. But between the
Gibson
split
over
between
Javante?
Gibson and Gordon, I will go. Yeah, because Gibson, I think he gets. I mean, last week.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm talking
I mean,
about
it
this
was a-
week. It's about your Eagles. You know what though? It is the Niners. All right. I would go Gibson if I was going that way, but I'm gonna go Michael Thomas and Christian Kirk, and I'm staying with it.
All right,
Give
I'm gonna
me
go
Michael Thomas and Wilson.
Gibson.
And I'm only taking
Michael
Kirk
Thomas
so
and
that
Gibson.
Chef has to light that
Jeez.
piece of paper on fire at some point.
All right. So
I'm rooting for the paper
So our true
getting
thing
lit on
is-
fire.
so wait, we both agree on Michael Thomas.
Yes,
We all agree on
Consen-
Michael Thomas.
consensus
All three,
Michael Thomas.
consensus Michael Thomas.
So Wilson over Christian Kirk.
No, Kirk
Fantasy
over Wilson.
points.
Kirk over Wilson.
6-pack.
Done.
Done.
Write that down.
Wow.
We drinking next week, boys.
I expect it nice and cold. Don't
I-
buy that
I will
Sunday
bring you-
morning warm
No,
beer on
I
the
will buy
side.
you a cold beer,
Oh, my
or
God.
you will have a cold one in that.
I will
fridge
definitely
door
have a
waiting
cold
for
one
you.
in the fridge for it.
I do like it.
Wilson over Kirk. Give me some. Man, that was so easy.
I like this.
Drink it.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this one. All right, Jacob Johnson's got another one here in the other league. Should he start Dobbins, Akers, or Sanders for his running back too?
Give me Sanders.
Give me Sanders. All right, cool.
all day.
And does he drop Walker for McKissick on waivers? Kenneth Walker for McKissick.
No.
No,
I
No.
wouldn't.
No,
on,
hold
stash,
Walker. You
stash
can't
him.
play him right now, but you will be able
stash
to.
the talent.
Yep.
Stash the talent. He's a
Yeah.
rookie. Give him a chance.
Get after the bye week. I believe it's Walker's game.
Yeah. Gabe Davis right now is rocking Prison Mike cleats, like from The Office. Prison Mike.
Dave Gavis.
Dave Davis is rocking Prison Mike cleats.
Dave Gavis.
I take back anything I said about Gabe Davis that was negative today in terms of tilts. I'm starting him everywhere.
You're gonna
I'm
start him
kidding.
everywhere just off of the.
No, I'm
cleats?
not actually gonna do that. No.
Oh,
I'm not
look at
really
this. I
gonna
love
do it,
this.
but-
Shout
Yeah,
out,
go ahead.
Beardy.
Go
Oh,
ahead, Chad.
sorry. Shout
Which
out,
one?
Beardy does covers. Oh yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Go Big Blue. Number one, baby. Number
Uh-huh.
one.
Oh man,
Tied for first.
not yet. Not yet, Rich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rich. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you
but
for coming in, but not
uh,
yet.
I wanna wait and see the utilization. He's only been on the squad for a week, if that. It's gonna take some time. We know Tom Brady probably recruited Cole Beasley,
100%.
but
Oh yeah.
I don't trust this game. I don't
He's
trust
Julian
this
Edelman,
matchup.
Amendola, Wes Welker. You know what I mean? Fill in the blank. He's the next guy. I'm just waiting for Renfro's contract to be up so he can come and join Brady and play with him. You know what I mean? That's his guy.
Yeah, I'm not starting Cole Beasley yet. I don't have the faith yet. I want to see something.
Once he's in, though, he's going to be good. He's going to be a nice little flex play.
I mean,
as long as Godwin's out, he's in.
Yeah, and I mean Godwin could come back next week,
and they could. Yeah,
Mike Evans is coming back next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree. Big Greens just wants to weigh in real quick what we think of this parlay. Saints by 2.5. Ravens by 3. Bills -5 plus 600. Risk 50 to win 3.
Saints by 2.5.
Me like E.
I can see that.
Okay.
Ravens -3 all day. Oof, that Bills -5 scares me a little. Hey, yo, 31-27.
Only one that scares me.
31-27. 24-20. 28-24.
Bills getting
like just
5
ugly scores. 35-31. The Bills win. Great game. But it's only 4. Like, I just don't think they cover against us today.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm afraid of that Bills game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I'm afraid of.
That's the only one. And it's only because of the cover. I think they win, but it's easy to see them winning 30-27, 27-24.
Can you tease that back a little bit? Like,
but then is it worth?
I mean, or just take the Bills out of it.
I think maybe it's I think just ride with it, honestly. I mean, like,
risk 50. I mean, I would definitely do the first 2 and have a 2-leg parlay.
Yeah.
Over that,
and then make your $50 turn into 200 instead of 300 instead of losing the $50 if the Bills don't cover.
Yeah, which I don't think they do, man. I think it's gonna be a lot.
You
closer.
are a Miami Dolphins fan, but
I also watch football, and
I was gonna say, like, he's not that far off.
I can't say it enough. 9 of your projected defensive starters are not playing today.
Wow.
9.
It's gonna be a shootout, man.
9. Your only 2 people that are supposed to be playing. It's crazy to me. It's Von Miller and Tremaine Edmonds, really. Oh, and Greg Rousseau. So 8 out of your 11 starters are out today.
I love Rousseau.
All right, boys. Let's do some speed round here. We're getting close to
speed round.
Adam Rush, 1 running back, 2 flex. Pierce, Patterson, Hall, London, Landry, Shepard, PPR. 1 running back, 2 flex.
It was supposed to be a speed round. Give me this question.
Patterson, London, Shepard.
Oh boy.
Same team.
Oh well, 2 flex.
Patterson and
2
London
flex
on the same team.
I don't care.
You gonna do that? Really?
Yeah.
London.
Yeah, Patterson's giving me 100 yards total somehow, and I want to start London as any one of those receivers. And then, I mean, I guess you could take a flyer on either Pierce or Breece Hall. Maybe one of the rookies has a big game, but I like Shepard's usage that the chef has been pointing out to me. So
give me Pierce. Oh, wait, do I say Pierce over Hall?
That's tough.
I kind of
give me Hall, London, Shepard.
Give me Pierce, London, Shepard.
Patterson, London, Shepard.
All right, so we're all on the same page with London and Shepard. Pick your running back, Adam.
Pick your running back, yeah. Patterson just gives me a floor. I like where you guys are going. I like with that home run.
Pierce has a shot with the home run.
Yeah, and so does Hall.
So does Patterson.
Yeah,
we see your tilt, Adam.
The great tilt.
Good job.
You can't really.
Chef, what did you take? You took Hall.
Took Hall. Oh man. Can I take it back? Can I have Pierce? I like Pierce.
You can grab him on Pierce.
Yeah, I'll take Pierce. I'll take Pierce over Hall because of the split backfield.
Yeah. I'll take the old boy. My money's on the old boy. I like it. That was a game.
Over under 30 fantasy points for Sutton and Kelsey combined.
Under.
Okay.
Over.
Nice. 2 wide receiver, non-PPR for Adam Rush. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jarvis Landry.
Adams, Waddle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Easy.
Non-PPR, Adams, Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Adams, Waddle. Yep.
It would, and Wilson as a close third.
Third, yeah.
Big says Commander's going to be down early and have a higher J.D. McKissick usage. Michael Thomas and Javonte got to be the play. That was mine.
Yeah. McKissick usage may or may not be. I mean, they were using Gibson as a receiver, and they have Curtis Samuel, and they have Jahan Dotson. So that's why McKissick usage has been down. It's not that he's bad. It's just that they have other options, and Wentz is finding them. He would rather throw it to a receiver that's going to stretch the field a little bit more than no offense, Dusty McKissick.
Yeah, MT for sure. He's talking about that big tilt that we just had, and he went with Mr. Swanson, and he's got Michael Thomas there with Javante. And I'm just
So
yeah,
when
I'm
Wilson
just riding Kirk.
outscores, so when Wilson outscores Javante, I can yell at Big Greens. It's fine.
Yeah, or when Christian Kirk outscores everybody on that list, then I can yell at everybody.
And you'll drink. You'll have a six pack.
And I'll
Waiting for it.
I'll light the chef's piece of paper on fire.
One big happy family. He's gonna
You are
laminate
not
that.
touching that paper.
Yeah,
That thing's
that's gonna
over
get
2 years
laminated.
old.
All right, so T1 for the flex here. Antonio Gibson, Michael Carter, Jeff Wilson Jr., James Robinson, Darrell Henderson, super stacked bench on running back in case for CMC and Barkley. Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
One for the flex here. Good gosh. Oh man.
Robinson
James
or Gibson,
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
James
I was thinking the same thing. Give me Robinson.
right?
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, give me James Robinson.
Nice. Brett Lewis, what's going on? Julio Jones or Bateman?
Welcome, Brett. It's Bateman.
Bateman
I think it's Bateman. I can't
All day.
trust Julio Jones right now. Thank you for coming in.
all
Brett.
day and twice
No,
today.
I mean, yeah, I can't trust him at all. That's why I didn't draft him.
Yeah,
I mean, if you needed a cut candidate week to week, it would be Julio Jones.
yeah.
Bum. Beardy does covers back for Sutton, Ayuk, or Gibson in the flex.
Gibson or Sutton.
Yeah, Gibson or Sutton for me.
Sutton gets it for me.
Okay. I'd be willing to
I
die
would-
with either
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Sutton or
cool.
Gibson, I would be
Yeah,
willing to lose.
correct.
Wouldn't care.
That's a good tilt
Yeah.
too, Beard.
That's a fantastic tilt. Yeah.
And
Sure
send
it
us
is,
your covers.
sure
I
is.
want to see some of the sample work you got going on here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please. Yeah, please do.
We like
Mailbag at the
Um,
tilt is real,
Yes.
or find us on Twitter.
So Justin's probably with a 50% boost here. Baltimore, Cincy, Rams, Bucks, Broncos, all to win. I guess that's just the money line. Plus 1851, 25 to get 480 set. Ooh.
Baltimore,
okay.
Cincy, Rams, Tampa Bay, Broncos, all to win odds.
I'm scared of the Broncos and the Niners game. I'm scared of
I'm
Green
scared of
Bay
the
being
Broncos
able to
Niners
squeak that
game.
game out, but not really.
I mean, if you want to put 25 to win 487, go for it.
I
don't
like the
hate
front.
it.
I love the front three.
Yeah, the front three are nice to start,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Tampa Bay and Green Bay could be iffy. I think Tampa Bay still pulls out the win
Yeah,
somehow.
defense.
Broncos
do.
against
Defense.
San Fran.
I don't trust.
I
that
don't
coach.
trust that.
I don't trust.
I
See,
don't
that's what
trust
makes
that.
me. That's what makes me trust it.
And
'cause I think
Russ
that's
and the situation.
when it changes.
What else we got? Swanson.
We have.
gotta make sure we get
He
to
says he
almost
does.
everybody,
Well,
not
Beardy
everybody.
mostly does metalcore covers, but dude, we'd love to hear him.
Cool.
For sure. Jets defense is worse compared to.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Sorry.
All right, nice. All right, so these. All right, I think
We
we
made
did
it.
it. It's 12:03.
We gotta go make bets. We gotta go do dailies. We gotta set
Yeah,
our
we gotta-
lineups. I only have 10
Yeah, we
lineups
got
to set now.
stuff.
Thanks to the Tilt Squad though, because every time I
Wow.
feel a little more clear when I leave this. Like when it's over, you know what I mean? I feel like you know what? I already know what to do. I don't have to struggle. Chef said this. I'm gonna do this. Mr. Swanson gave me this, that. Boom, boom, boom. This is what I'm putting in.
At least we're not playing each other this week.
Yeah.
I hate those
that.
weeks.
Yeah, those weeks.
I am
suck.
playing
Although I
you,
like
Chef.
the weeks that I play
Chef.
Swanson because I usually beat him.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, that is messed up because that's
That's
not
some
how it
trash
happens.
talk.
This
That-
week you're
yeah, that
lucky.
is
You're
not-
just lucky
that
this
is
week. You're
not
lucky
Am I
there's
playing you
people
this
who were
week?
drafted in front of you? Yes, in League of
Oh.
Record.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Oh, I didn't even
Ooh,
know.
look
He
at
that.
doesn't
See,
even
I-
care.
I-
Wow. he
Justin-
doesn't even care that he's
Justin,
playing
see,
you, dude. He's
I
like,
told you I
totally
don't look at who
dismissive.
I play with.
wow.
I don't care. I play my best roster no matter what.
I'm playing Patrick Willis. I'm definitely gonna lose.
And in the League of Record is fire.
You got lucky.
All right, first touchdown. Let's do
oh yeah,
one
yeah,
first
yeah. Let's do
touchdown.
first touchdowns for Justin.
Let's pick a game. Chicago, Houston
Ew, you had to pick that
in the
one.
rain.
You had to pick that one.
Oh, I mean, you gotta pick something with a little.
Nice, your boy, Damian Pierce.
Give me
A long one.
Give me David Montgomery.
Give me Damian Pierce with a long touchdown early, bro.
Ooh.
Announcing himself like I'm here now.
I mean, I would put some money down on Pierce because the odds of him scoring first is probably higher.
Justin Fields runs it.
Ooh, I like that one.
That's a good one too.
All right.
I was gonna say a weird ass name like Brevin Jordan, but I like Damian Pierce scoring a long touchdown.
All right. What else? You guys pick one.
Let's do okay, let's do Jets Bengals.
Ooh, I like this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Big Greens, let's go. I
Big Greens.
love that one.
Cincinnati
Yeah.
at New York, 1:00.
And Hayden Hurst scores the first touchdown.
Oh my God. Are you standing behind that? Or are you just
100% Hayden Hurst.
wow. Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, hey, if that's the case, I might put some money down on Hayden Hurst anytime touchdown. Give me Joe Mixon first touchdown.
That's more reasonable
All
than mine. Only by a little, but it's more reasonable than mine.
And I'll take Corey Davis.
Wow. See, we're jumping out of windows. I like Mr. Swanson's energy today.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to jump out the window, I would take Garrett Wilson, but I'm
No,
not going to do that.
That would be
for the
very
second half
par
of
for the
football.
course for the
That's
chef.
second half of football.
Chef, who did you take?
I took Mixon.
Mixon? Chef, who did you take for the first one?
Monty. Sticking with
Took
the running
Monty?
backs, apparently.
And then Juan, you took
Damian Pierce.
you took
And then
Pierce,
I took
right?
Hayden
All right,
Hurst.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more.
Juan, you pick.
Yeah, Juan
It's
pick.
your last game.
Oh, Bills and Dolphins, baby.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh,
The game of the week.
ooh.
Ooh, first touchdown.
Gabe Davis.
Dave Davis?
Eh,
Or Gabe Davis?
Abe Davis wearing those
Oh,
office
boy.
cleats.
I love this. Oh, man.
No, on the real, the first touchdown for me in that game is Dawson Knox. Please write that down for me.
Oh, I hate you.
Oh.
All right. All right, so Juan's taking Knox.
Yeah, we're definitely coming from behind if we win that game. It's gonna be some wild stuff. People are processing waivers right now. What is happening?
Things are moving.
I said Tyreek Hill last week, and it didn't work out for me.
You should have been last touchdown. Oh no, that was Waddle.
That was Waddle. Was the last touchdown.
Josh Allen runs it in.
Very, very likely.
I'm gonna say James. No, I'm sorry, Zach Moss.
Wow, he was gonna go James Cook on him. He was gonna pull Cook out.
Give me Zach Moss at the goal line,
Cool.
and you have
Dawson Knox,
Knox, which is a nice one, and
Josh Allen.
I took
Everybody's got the Bills scoring first until Mike Gesicki scores.
yeah, right.
Oh shit, I could have done that too. All right, guys, we gotta get out of here. This was oh man, we got to do JC though, real quick. JC
Okay.
Molieri, welcome in.
Welcome back,
Derrick Henry or DeAndre Swift.
Swift.
We did that swiftly.
Yeah.
As about as swift as you can.
All right. What a week.
Everybody.
You guys, amazing.
Wait, damn.
Way to drive this
JC
show.
Molieri though. Hold up.
Wait,
You're
find a way to
benching
flex
Derrick
it.
Henry. Like,
Yeah,
what do you,
find a way to flex that if you can.
Good lord.
I just look. I know. Yeah, find a way to make that
Wow.
flex happen, JC.
Wow. Great tilts all
Hey.
around, man. The whole tilt squad was on fire today. Great tilts from
it was
everybody.
Great. Thank you so
We
much.
love y'all.
And yes,
Appreciate
Jay
y'all.
Greens.
do-
I was looking for Devin Singletary there. It might be, but the odds are higher on Zach Moss.
Mhm. Scary money don't
You know what
make
we should
none.
do? We should
What?
do one week this season. We should just stream all day. We should just keep going. We should just put on.
But you're gonna have to be here for that.
no, of
set
course
up-
I will.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have to be here live in studio.
An
right
all day
across the
affair
table. Yeah,
with,
yeah, yeah.
with
I could do that.
football,
An all day
friends,
affair.
and food.
With all the
We
people
can
in
do
the
that.
chat. You know what I mean?
I'm down with
you
that.
bring your ladies over. We can have a
Yeah.
nice whole day.
A whole family type situation. We get the baby involved. Yeah, I like this.
He's got his Thibodeau jersey, man, for tomorrow. I'm
Oh,
so
he's a
psyched.
bad man.
Dude, he's been rocking some
Nice.
crazy stuff.
That's
All right, everybody.
all day.
Thank you for tilting with
Thank
us,
you.
man.
Thank you guys so much. Great week. Good luck, everybody. Looking forward to next week.
Get money, get
Write in on
paid.
Twitter. Yeah, stay in contact with us. We're gonna do one of
Oh,
we're
can
gonna
I do
a big-
breaking news real quick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last Monday, 180 yards out with a 5. I made my first hole in one.
He
Yeah,
did.
shout out.
My
That's a
first
wild
fucking
shot.
hole-in-one. I'm sorry, I had to
Yes,
humble
sir.
brag it at the end or whatever
you
kind
have
of
to.
brag it is.
I'm surprised you
But
don't
my
have the
man,
ball in your pocket right now.
2 bounces. It's at home.
It's here.
I wrote stuff
here.
down on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, my first hole-in-one ever, man, and it was a cool feeling. So
Yo,
and,
man,
and the
I'm
Ranger was there, and
I'm
I had 2
jealous.
witnesses. It's not like I was out there by myself and did it. You know?
I'm jealous. I am jealous.
Hole-in-one,
Someone was gonna
baby.
do it, Juan. It was gonna be you, man. You were getting close.
I've
You were
been
getting real
trying, right,
close.
Mr. Swanson. I've been like within a hand, like I'm making it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yo,
For sure,
for
for sure.
Juan, for Swanson, and myself, James, thank you for tuning in. This has been a great week 3. Come back next week,
Yes, sir.
Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time for your fantasy football Sunday tilt.
Shout out Tilt Squad.
Tilt Squad.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sunday Tilt. Visit us on YouTube at youtube.com/thetiltisreal and like and subscribe. We're live every Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you all next week on The Tilt is Real.